All right, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome to Table 4 of the Latin America versus NA event. Very excited to be here. Very nervous, honestly. I'm trying to keep it locked in here for everybody, but welcome, welcome. We've got some games for you today. So we've got 8 tables, got multiple rounds, got a whole event planned for you today. So appreciate everybody for being here on my channel today for table 4. Today for the first round, we've got Novocaine, which is Novin. Very great guy. Of course, he's playing his signature Goku Zeno deck. I'll be very excited to be following his game here today. Probably going to be a pretty quick one. And then we can, chat it up afterwards and whatnot. And then we've got Raul Agaro from the Latin American side today. He's playing some Nuova. All right, so this is going to be a very interesting matchup. Um, quite a hard one for Goku. We'll see how Novin navigates this one, but again, very excited for this to be happening today. Very appreciative to the Latin American community for reaching out to us to do this for some friendly games today, and of course, to all our North American players for coming out today and being able to play this. So I hope we get some good games today, and you guys are able to watch and enjoy all of these games. I'm very excited to watch the games myself, to be honest. I've got the whole OBS shebang over here. It's my first time doing something this intricate. Tried to do a bit something different, so. Oh, whoops. I don't want to click off. I forgot. See, I'm not professional, man. Oh, let me put a background on these names real quick so that they're more easily visible. I did it on Novin's name, but I didn't do it on Roll's name. Gonna have to like bounce back between. Actually, you know what? Let me open Twitch chat on my phone. Make it a bit easier for myself. Well, I don't have to be tabbing back and forth for you guys, because normally I wouldn't have to do that. But I've got the live there. I'm a little more professional looking today, and. So we'll see how this goes. I've played this exact matchup back in almost a year ago now. Actually, holy, last year's fest. I played this matchup into Brian Samuel. I punted because I wasn't very focused, and I'm like, oh my god, I'm getting to play against Brian. Oh, I'm having so much in this fun in this event, and then I goofed it. But as always, Goku Zeno pushes you very fast. It's a very aggressive deck. Turn one, if you go second. Turn two, if you go first, ideally. We'll see if Raul knows how to manage this matchup. I would assume a lot of people don't know how to manage the matchup. Um, it's very hard for you to play against Goku Zeno because, again, you get put on the back foot instantly. Now, Nuova is one of the better decks to be able to handle it because it can still stabilize after, get a huge hand, and do some things. Now, it doesn't have a haze anymore. It doesn't have haze anymore. So you can't just, you know, like stop the 6-drop Vegeta from coming in by popping one of the overwhelms that's swinging. So that's actually going to be very hurtful for Nova here. See as these guys start up. I need to see. Let me find the timer. I don't know if Axel posted the timer in the registration channel. We do need to keep track of time. At least I would like to know how much time we've got left. Not that I think it will, not that I think it would be a problem in this one, but so we can probably expect an average game from. Let's play. Let me hold on. Let me focus on getting this chronograph link. I can't multitask very well. Give me 1 second. See, I'm gonna try actually to do something here. See, we've got the timer here. While we get these early turns out of the way, I'm gonna figure this out right now. Let me see if I can do this. So that way I can put the timer on screen potentially. So do window capture. Um, this should work. Oh, beautiful. Perfect. There we go. And then since I've got my chat on, whoops. Oh, I messed it up. Well, I need to pay attention now because we're going into Novin's turn. Huh? Whoa, what is happening? I gotta remove it now. Yep, there we go. Swinging at leader. He did not have a negate because he tapped out for the ball. So, so he's going to make his Z energy. He is going to go into... Oh, he didn't have a 1-drop, actually, now that I'm noticing. So I guess he didn't draw a True Fighting Spirit or anything like that. Normally, you would play like True Fighting Spirit or a 1-drop, and then, you have your full turn. But it looks like he just passed after swinging with leader, so bit of a slow start there. I still want to figure this out. I had it on lock and then it fell apart. No, it's not working. What the heck? Oh my goodness. Alright. It's all good. It's all good. Won't have to worry about it. I'll try to figure it out later. So this is the card that really hurts here. 4 drops in. Everybody knows this card. Everybody hates this card. I think. Very good card. It's definitely going to be really hurtful here. Maybe not as much as one could expect it to be, because most of the cards that Novin plays should have on-play effects rather than things that, stick on swing and whatnot. But it's still, it's still a barrier blocker. It's going to take care of that later swing double crit. Um, and then if he does that first and then play something, he can untap it for another block. So it's already now Nolan and I tend to have a different outlook on how to play this deck, I guess. So in my eyes already, Novin is already going to be a little bit on the back foot here because he didn't get his explosive turn. And that's not great. Of course, Nova got to establish without really any problems. So it's going to be a bit hard to hit it from here on out. That's not to say that Goku Zeno can't be more of a mid-range deck. I tend to say that there's only aggro control in this game, but I think that these extremely aggressive decks are the ones that can have a bit of a liberty to play mid-range, because if they're forced to not be aggressive, they can't be a control deck. So they have to play a little bit slower. So we're seeing the Kamehameha come down there. Pitch 1, he's going to take the 2 life. And I'm assuming he's just going to get the same card back. Yeah. Yep, so that's what 10 times Body Soul does. I'll try to explain a lot of these cards, just in case people don't know. Some of these decks are not necessarily super out there, but they're not the most well-known decks. 10 times Body and Soul is a 1-on-1 Z extra for specifically this deck. When it comes into play, you can discard 1 card, take up to 2 life, and get a non-super combo Son Goku Zeno from your Dropper Warp, because there is a Son Goku Zeno super combo. Then on your backside, basically when you use your leader's effect to recycle 4 cards from the Warp and draw 1, You have an auto that says whenever you do that specifically, you warp a card, not ignoring barrier. And then it has an activate battle to burst 2, and you can give any Son Goku Zeno card, so your leader included, 5k in critical for the turn. Extremely good card. It's still very expensive too because it was quite limited. So we see the Vegeta being played down as soon as this overall comes down. Now that's not terribly okay. Tapping 1 for I can't tell which one that is. Is that Fearless Fusion? It is Fearless Fusion. Wow. Okay. Very good tech, and he actually had the cards in the warp for that. So that's a very good play. He can flip over his leader. Now he's not gonna want to. Actually, it doesn't matter too much because, well, ideally you would want to swing on the front, right? Because then you get the extra draw. Since your draw on the backside is attached to an activate main, the ideal is to swing first on your front side. However, given that Vegeto's a blocker on board, it might be more optimal for him to flip first and then use the activate so he can warp it immediately with the Z extra, which would be really good. Uh, you know, Ramon, he is tapped out, so he is tapped out and he's at 6 life, and he doesn't have 5 cards in his drop. So he will not be able to answer the Okay, so he still wants to get his later swing in and get that extra card, so he is going to need the blocker here. Um, Personally, I'm not sure if I agree with that play, just because we're basically losing a swing here to eat the blocker. Now, I don't know, it's rough, right? Because Goku Zeno is a deck that doesn't accrue much of a hand, so, not getting that extra card is rough, but he should be able to get the double crit in here either way. Now, it looks like Ramon did use his unison effect on that swing as well to draw a card, so he should be like basically guaranteed to eat this swing, depending on what sort of combo Novin puts into it. Now he doesn't have any extra power on the leader yet because he doesn't have 8 cards. Okay, so he cited interesting. I see that he milled a Heavenly Wizard to Migra. That's an interesting card for him to have in his deck. I wonder if he cited it or if he just main decks it. He used the 10 times. That's another thing. If he was going to use the 10 times immediately, he definitely could have rested it for the Vegito cost. Yep, there we go. So we are putting at least a super combo on this. Normally you want to do a super combo and like a Kai pseudo combo or something like that. Normally you want to be at the 25 to 30 range, because you're not, if you go to 35, then they are very likely to just take it. Yeah, see, exactly. If you leave it at 25 to 30, then your opponent is more likely to match you on the resources, give you some cards, give you some super combos, and a lot of times they'll end up losing more cards than they would have by just taking the hit, right? Nobody wants to take a double crit at the end of the day, but sometimes it is better to just lose the 2 cards instead of several. And when it comes to these aggressive decks, your opponent trading with you like this is more beneficial for the aggressive deck because then, especially as black, a lot of your plays and swings are going to be massive. So if you're committing resources and your opponent is matching you on those on these smaller swings, all of a sudden when you start playing those 30Ks, they're is going to start accruing a lot of advantage. That's why Beyond All Limits was extremely broken. At the end of the day, that's oh yeah, that's a Gogeta card. You can't. Yes, sir. Also, I was gonna say he's got a marker. He's got 1Z energy. Yeah, I feel like hmm. Okay, no, he does have 2Z energy. Okay, good. I was gonna say I wasn't sure. Trying to look around a lot here and pay attention to a lot of things at once. See the Demigra. Ramon only has what is that? 5 cards in hand. See, that's another thing. Ramon comboed out of that hit. He had to lose a lot of cards in hand for that. So now he's gonna eat the swings anyway. So yes, he is not gonna eat crits anymore, but that advantage was equalized by him giving him extra cards out of hand when he could have theoretically kept them and taken the crits. Now, eh, again, it's all about RNG. You take the two crits on two life that you don't know, or you give extra cards from your hand and then you take regular hits. So it is very hard. We'll see what second overwhelm he hits us with. We saw him get back a counterplay at worst. He can overwhelm the counterplay, and that that's still got its effect. So we'll see what he decides to do here. He can rest his Z in unison to swing, very easy, and then he can even rest the Kai if he wants to. Now, if he played this quote unquote a bit more correctly, of course you can rest the Z extra for your first swing, and then now you could swing with your overwhelm by resting that Gogeta, and then you could swing with Vegito 6 cost that we saw he had in hand by resting the Z Unison. Now he's going to have to potentially lose combo power from board to swing unless he just wants to pass. Got around 21 minutes left on the clock. Now it looks like he just decided to pass. So we'll see how Ramon attempts to stabilize here. He's definitely going to get a +1. We saw him pick up the 8-drop Nuova. I wasn't, I didn't see him tuck a 4-drop under his Z extra yet. Might have missed it. But, if he's got a 4-8 combo here, regular combo, he can just do the regular stuff, go plus. Oh, there it is. So that's going to be a +1. Well, Novin does have the. He's going to be swinging he's got to be swinging a unison here. He's got Bardock. Free, okay. So he's trying to mitigate these things with the unison. He has to hit the unison once. He has to have another negate here. No, he doesn't. So now he can't counterplay anymore. So that's another thing that is gonna hurt quite a bit here. Again, I'm not sure what his hand is, of course, but not being able to go second over him into Vegito 6-drop is gonna hurt him a lot this turn. He's gonna take a full turn 3 from Nova here. It's gonna be one. We'll see if he has a energy marker up. Ramon still should be very careful about swinging with the 4-drop here because he does have the energy marker up. It still could still be a petrification. And another thing is, personally, in the case that you didn't have an answer to the second swing of the unison, probably better to just hold the Bardock for a bigger swing, like the Nuova 8-drop swing at that point, you know? Oh, I forgot I have the, oh my goodness. My bad. Hold on. This is new to me. I forgot I had this whole thing. There you go. Damn. There we go. Oh my goodness. See, professional. Yep, so there's a drop. He has the Kai. Taps this has got to be swinging a leader, although I wouldn't be surprised if. Yeah, swinging a leader goes down to 3. Hold. Gonna go back over here. Yeah, look at that. Wow! This is so cool. So yeah, as I was saying earlier, in the event that he couldn't defend both swings at the unison, I think would have been like, it could have helped the Bardock for this swing. For example, blocking a 30k instead of a swing that you're not going to be able to stop at the unison anyway. Now, again, I don't know what his hand is, but I guess he just didn't have it. If he wasn't going to be able to protect his unison anyway, arguably he could have just overwhelmed the counterplay and just Vegito 6 over it. So that way he would have still had a block, and he could still threaten having a counterplay. Maybe Ramon wouldn't have gone for the 4 drop just off of the fact that he could have the counterplay. But now he's just eating a lot of swings here, and he's at 6 life. It's gonna be very hard for Novin to get through in this case. Oh, he went down to 2 life. Oh, I feel like Damien now. I feel like the lookout. I guess Heavenly Wizard is maybe for that A drop. Now that I think about it, now he doesn't have barrier, so he's easy to remove. But I'm sure he doesn't have a huge hand right now either. So this is another thing about these matchups. Neither player is gonna have a big hand. It's gonna be about sort of what you draw into and how you decide to do your defense. This is why actually knowing the Goku Zeno matchup can be very hurtful for it. Because if you know what he's going to potentially be able to hit you with, then, that changes a lot of things. Now, Ramon ended up deciding not to care about the Z Unison or the board. So, we've got this 16k on board. He's also a blocker, so that could be useful. Hey, what's up, Hazon? Good to see you, brother. Thank you for dropping by. We are doing well so far. Just playing some games today, man. Looks like he used this leader effect to remove it. Such a good ability, man. Like 10 times Body Soul was such a good card for this deck. I love it so much. He's gonna make me want to go back to playing this deck. He is. I'm gonna go back to playing Goku Zeno because of Novin. He's done this to me. So we see Otherworldly Infiltrator coming into play here. 20k crit. Easy swing. Probably gonna use the Nimbus he has in hand. Yeah. There we go. Nimbus, again, this should make for easy decisions here. If he's got a second overwhelm he can do, obviously Vegito Goku. Do that, and then you just go into 6-drop Vegito. Of course, you would probably opt to swing with leader first. It looks like Ramon only has 4 cards in his drop at the moment. So it might actually be smarter at the moment. Okay, so he's using his Sin. He's decharging it, though. Okay, I do believe he has 4 cards in his drop, so it might be better for Novin here to get around Time Magic to 6-drop Vegito first, so that doesn't get Time Magic. Now you can still burst 2, but you wouldn't be able to untap it, which is big. Because then Ramon is not really going to be able to remove it, and it might let him live another turn. But then your leader swing might get life negated or something like that. So you would be in a very good position now. If that happened, you would have so you can use 10-time Body Soul, activate battle during your opponent's turn, and use it as a bean. And then if you have a counterplay, then you can go to 25 face on your leader, which is good. Now, I'm not sure what his warp count is, but I would assume that his leader is a base 20 right now. So his leader swing is already big. And again, Ramon already used his Sin effect, so he doesn't have a free combo. See what Nova decides to do here. I'm gonna be blowing my throat out today, man. Holy moly. Too much talking. Let's see, let me check the timer real quick. Got about 13 and a half minutes left in the round. So we've got plenty of time here to finish out the game. Oh, Ramon. Why do I keep saying Ramon is Raul? Whoopsie. Sorry. Got my names confused. What the heck, man? Misrepresenting the Latin American community. I'm gonna get banned. Taking a bit of time here to make a decision. Oh, wait, sorry. I didn't see his later turn sideways. Okay. So he's doing the later swing first. Used Body Soul. That's what happens when I have to look away to. Doesn't look like he has comboed on it yet. So see, he got to put in 25 at him for free, basically, and Ramon has to give him another super combo and another card from hand to just get out of this. So it's precarious. Dragon Thunder for free, so he's got a bean on his leader now. He's got his fifth card in the drop now, so he can time magic, which is not great news for Novin. He just immediately plays the 10 times back out. It's the third one. Pitches Evil Saiyan to get a Goku back. Let's see what he grabs back. Maybe a counterplay. Or a duo. Yep, a duo comes down. See the Overwhelm coming out. Places itself. And then we should definitely just not forget that Nimbus is in effect and go into the 6-drop Vegito. Yes, sir. Let's hope that he. Let's hope that the road doesn't have a time magic. Oh. Aww. Unlucky. So he does have the time magic, meaning that we won't have him defensively for the next turn, which could be rough. Depending on which Secret Rare Raoul is running, of course, if he's playing Gogeta, he's not going to be able to activate it. Um, yeah, because he would have to tap energy to take life before he was able to play it, so he's not going to be able to go to 3 life. If he's got Gohan Piccolo, then this is a different story. If he has Gohan Piccolo, then he can definitely win. He does have 5 cards tapped, 3 energy, and then the Vegeta and the leader. So Novin could definitely be dying this turn, that's for sure. Again, what are you saying, Ramon, man? Jeez. Raul only has like 4 cards in his hand. 5, I think it's 5, 4 or 5. So he doesn't have much offense in his hand in terms of giving combo power, which could make the difference here. Again, we see the Swing of the Unison come out. It's at 1 marker, so he can't counterplay anymore. So that's good sequencing from Raul, of course. Let's see what he's able to do this turn with his small hand. Okay, so I think okay, so he's using a leader effect here, I believe, to play 4-drop Nuova from the drop with his skills negated for the game. Yep. Very rarely comes up, but this is definitely a match where it should come up because your hand ends up very small with little options. So he has another 8-drop, I'm assuming. Yep, that's pretty good. That's gonna give him 2 cards. Now I wouldn't expect him to be able to kill Novin this turn. If Novin has good enough defense for it, I could see him going to down to 1 life, but I'm not sure if he will die. Now he does have still 2 energy up, and Nova is 30k swings, so they are quite big threatening swings. We see the 10 times used here, and he bursts into a Kai, which is huge mid battle. Because he might be able to just use it immediately. I'm not sure how many cards he's got in hand, but okay, so we see a super combo. So he's at 20, 30, and then he's gonna need 5 more after this. Gosh, I'm not used to the life thing. I keep updating it. This is what I get for trying something new. So he combos out of it. He leaves the Kai on board though. Okay, no, he doesn't. He just combos it off. Combo to Gohan rare. Didn't Z charge anything. I'm sure he could have Z charged the super combo at least if he needed to. But now, if he feels like he can combo out of this swing, he won't use the Gohan rare. But either way, again, he's still got 2 energy up, so. Okay, he Looks like he is drawing his super combos this game, fortunately. Not bursting all of them like Black would usually do, yeah? Let's see, I can't tell these guys' hand sizes. I wish I could, but it looks like they're about even at 5. 35, 40. So having a low hand is definitely going to affect Novin less than it'll affect Raul. Again, because Black's cards are naturally very tall. He has Evil Saiyan, and he hasn't used his energy marker this turn yet. Yep. He comes to the third swing. Unfortunate that he doesn't have a petrification. He does have another Bardock, so that's why he didn't Z-charge anything. Okay. Bardock for the 30k swing. Very good. Might have an Omega. Now he has another 4-drop under there. It's gonna rest the Bardock here for last combo power. It's gonna put these 20ks in. I believe the EX Evolve on Nuova is a once per turn. Yeah, so he played that one with the leader skill. Oh, I guess he's asking about that, and that's from his actual skill. He hasn't played a Nuova yet. Can be a bit tough here. Let's see. I'm kind of just waiting for some combos to come down. Comboing all his floodgates. Going to an even. Well, it's not an even 25 anymore because his Novin's leader is base 20. Combos out of it. Looks like he's got 2 cards in hand now. It's not limit 1? Dang. That's crazy. I never realized that. Oof. That is tough. So he has to go on rare 1, but then he's only gonna have two cards in hand for the last swing. And then Raul can certainly just combo sufficiently. You can easily go to 40 at least here. With 2 cards in hand, it's not possible to combo out. 30, yes, you should definitely combo to 40 here. Minimum is not an overextension. Given how many cards he has in hand left, yep. Bit rough here. He's got 40, 55. Every card in his hand was a 5k. Dang. So 30, 40. Wasn't able to get there. Unlucky, man. So yeah, I do wonder what Novin's hand was in that situation this game. Because, obviously, he's by no means a bad player. But, maybe, I'm not sure, nerves or this or that. I'm not sure what his hand was. But like I said, I do definitely feel like there was maybe a bit of optimization to have been done in this game, personally. Um, it's a bit rough to tell, of course, but I think it was really big on that first turn. Was it where he was able to attack and he was under Vegito? I do think that we should have just lost the card and flipped our leader so we can remove the blocker immediately and put an extra swing in. And then if he didn't have an overarm, probably just overarm the counterplay itself. So you can go into Vegito and have that defense available to you. And I think that that alone probably would have snowballed the game into a position where he probably could have won. Because, again, yellow does not have the easiest time removing barrier, right? And if you block and then he Janembas, then he has basically used his entire turn 3 on playing Janemba instead of going 4 drop, draw 1, 8 drop, draw 2, which, keeps his hand much more dwindled. which would have been again a snowball effect for Novin to where he likely would have been able to win that game in the end. Now I don't know what his ratios are, but not seeing a one drop was also very hurtful because he wasn't able to go off immediately on turn one. I'm not sure how many one drops he's on in his main deck currently, but when I played this deck, I was on like 10 one drops because it is extremely important for you to be able to. so, but it didn't hurt him super badly this time. Like I said, Goku Zeno can somewhat pivot into being a mid-range deck if it's forced to, and it should be forced to because that's how you play against it. You have to like negate, and respond to the swings until you can stabilize and start pushing back. But Goku doesn't let you do that. But either way, that is our first game for let me switch to the screen. Let me switch to the screen. Um let me see something actually. Hold on. Let me see if I can add this real quick. Audio, Discord audio. Uh Hold on. I might
Aren't you main decking? No,
I
I'm the
took
I'm
out.
the one that doing
No, no, I'm
extras.
not. I took out the two Gohans, the Gohan blockers, because it's same
Got
thing.
it. Yeah,
Yeah, yeah,
yeah.
yeah. So I took out the two Gohan blockers. Man, I kind of wish I would have put in more pet. I probably should have put in petrifications, but like I thought the Kai, you don't need petrification because you can just Kai their 8-drop. But yeah, just not seeing the Kai was super, 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 super rough. That was so unfortunate.
the
But yeah,
game
not
looked unlucky, man.
not getting the one drop on turn two was like so fucking insane, dude. I was
I
like,
thought you were
come
keeping the
on.
energy up for petrification, and then I didn't see it. I was like, oh, what the fuck's happening?
I was trying to draw into it. I was trying to draw into it with the super combo. So I kept super combo. I'm like, come on, can I draw into it or into my second guy? But the second guy got milled. So I was like, dude,
That's
I am
rough.
not. Yeah, it was rough. So I could not draw into Petris or Kais. So that was definitely rough. And then not but I can live with that because if I get my one drop turn one, I would have been able to go into my plays and put a lot more pressure and then
And he tapped
survivability.
out. You would have
Yeah.
fucking killed
And he
him. But
tapped
yeah.
out. So the survivability would have been way better there.
He
But
would have been cooked.
holy fucked. Yeah, he would have been cooked, dude. Not getting the fucking one drop was so bad. Was so
How many
bad.
one drops are you
8.
playing? 8?
Eight.
8.
That's why
8.
I went to like 10 to 12 eventually on mine, dude. I just added like Black Mass Saiyan and I'm like, dude, I do not want
I
to wait
think
for
I might
one
just add 2
drops.
Black Mass Saiyans
That's
just
what
for
I'm
that, bro.
saying.
Dude, it's not a bad thing. Yeah, I mean, because I got 2
You
free
just can't
spots in
use
the
them for
deck right now.
Vegito, which is the rough part.
Yeah, that's the only bad part is that like the Mass Saiyans, like you won't play the Vegito, but you can at least get your double strike crit in.
You can at least have a
Yeah.
turn. And you're not always
Yeah,
guaranteed to draw Vegito because it's only 4 and you don't have
Yeah.
Beyond Our Limits anymore,
exactly.
so.
Exactly. You're not guaranteed to draw it all the time, but bro, not seeing that he tapped out. When he tapped out, I was like, please, I didn't have it
Oh,
in my
yeah.
opening hand. I was like, please God, let me draw into it. Any true fighting spirit right now, and I didn't. I was like, this is gonna be. I
Yeah.
already knew. I was like, this is gonna be rough. This is
Well,
gonna be
okay,
rough.
so I wanted to ask, I figured out, so on your turn 2, your hint, you didn't have a second overall?
No, no.
So you had a counterplay in hand though, right?
I had a counterplay, but the second overrealm. No, I did the second turn when I played the Demigrai. I overwhelmed. No, I didn't have a counterplay in hand. I had Bardock Tenacious in hand. Oh no, you know what? Okay, let me go back. I had counterplay in hand. I had Bardock in hand, but I didn't have enough cards in the drop to overwhelm.
You didn't have enough cards in drop. Okay, that's what I
Yeah,
missed
Rip.
then.
yeah. So I overwhelmed once for the combo attack. But I couldn't even do the combo attack without doing the leader ability because I did a Bardock negate. So I did a Bardock negate, and then so when it was on my turn, I only had I had no cards in
Well, you
drop.
didn't.
Uh,
Well, did you Bardock him on turn one?
I think I did. All I know is that I didn't have enough cards in drop. I did the Z extra. I put 4 in here, and I got rid of his 8 drop. I think.
Yeah, the Vegito. No, that
Or
you.
the
So that was one
no,
of the.
no.
No, that was one of the things that I wanted to
I'm
ask.
trying to remember the
So
exact line of play, but I didn't have enough cards in drop. That I remember.
so on turn one he put you to 4 because you didn't have a one drop, and then on your turn, I was wondering because you still wanted to swing with leader to get the +1. Do you think I feel like if you just flipped your leader over and lost the card on swing to use your leader effect immediately to remove the 8 drop and get an extra swing in would have been better. And also you I don't think you rested your body soul to swing through Vegito, did you?
I didn't need to because I rested my fearless fusion blocker, and then because I only had he nimbused me on top of that
Oh, he
too,
nimbus on
or
top of that. I missed that.
yeah.
Okay.
So like I didn't have
It's
I didn't
yellow,
have
Eric. Come on.
yeah, I didn't have an extra swing. Or did he
Jesus.
nimbus me? No, no,
I
it's
don't
not
I don't
nimbus.
think
It's I didn't have enough cards on the field to rest to keep swinging.
right,
So
that's what I'm
I had
saying. So if you
yeah.
had
So
rested your
if
Z
I
extra,
exactly. So, but if I rest the Z extra, then I have the blocker standing. Um, he negated the skills of the blocker. So and so like that's why I just tapped that instead. But in
Is it
retrospect, I
me or is it
probably
him cutting out?
so it
yeah.
that
So
why I'm
the
asking
leader
is
the leader can swing too. So on the leader swing, I didn't rest anything. On the combo attack swing, I rested the fearless fusion. But yeah, I probably should have rested the Z
so,
extra.
yeah, because I was saying like in red, obviously I have the objectivity of watching from the top. So my thing was I think that turn again, I don't know how many cards you ended up in the drop with because I don't think you Bardocked on that first turn. I
Right.
think if you just lose the card from the leader swing to flip over and remove his Vegito blocker immediately, and because then you're able to get an extra swing and you rest your Z extra to swing, and then on the very end of that turn when you passed, instead of doing that, you could have like again I don't know what your hand was, but I know that you picked back up the counterplay. So if you didn't have any other
Right.
overwhelms that you could fusion with at worst, because he's gonna hit your unison anyway, right? So you could at worst
Right.
go overwhelm um overwhelm counterplay, like swing with it, resting the Gogeta now because
Right.
you would have rested the Z extra, and then you can go fusion Vegito and swing with it, resting the Z unison, and then you would have been golden from that position. I think you would have been able to win.
Right. Yeah, it was just the not having the cards in the beginning was really hard. So I was forced to play the Z extra, and then I swung with leader, did the burst, the burst 3, and then oh no, I think it was already awakened at that point. I don't remember because I'm on my turn 2. I did play the Z extra, and I did awaken.
Yeah, on turn one, you just do the later swing, then he put you to
Yeah,
4.
because his turn 2, he didn't have the 8 drop yet. So the
Then
turn you're talking about, where I didn't have cards in my warp,
it was the next
or
one.
in my drop it was the next turn.
So
Yeah,
yeah,
because I had to do that to get rid of his 8 drop and then overwhelm into
yeah
the combo attack.
on turn 2, you played Z extra, and then you overwhelmed into the combo attack,
Right.
which is when he Vegitoed you, and then
Right.
you Gogeta to get rid of his barrier sin. So
Right.
that's the point where you could have probably just flipped immediately and removed the Vegito, and then swing combo attack, rest the extra,
Okay,
get
so
your Lucian
now I
in.
remember what happened. So I played the Fearless Fusion to get rid of a sin. He also had the Vegito blocker on board. So I
Mhm.
swung with the combo attack, and I had to rest um, the Fearless Fusion because I don't think I had the Z extra
No, you did.
on board.
You did.
I did. Okay. The reason I did that, yeah, I should have rested the Z extra. That's fair. The reason I didn't awaken just right away is because I wanted to swing,
To
get
get
the
the extra
burst,
card. Oh, the burst.
awaken,
Okay,
and
right.
then yeah, and then I wanted the burst on the leader. I wanted the burst on the
The
leader,
burst. Okay,
on the
that's
on the
fair.
unawakened side. So I swung to get the burst 3, draw, untap, draw another one, because as a leader on swing draws a card,
Yeah.
and then
So
leader
that's what I was
here,
wondering. If you
yeah,
miss the burst, I don't know if missing the burst would have affected things because obviously
I don't think so.
if you flip immediately, then you can use leader effect and remove the Vegito instantly. So you because that was the thing you
That's what I didn't want to do. I
yeah.
did because I could have just awakened there and just removed the thing, but then you're denying yourself
You're
a
losing the
card
card, yeah.
on leader swing. I didn't want to do that. So because leader on unawakened side draws on swing,
Hmm.
and then leader on I'm sorry, unawakened side draws on
It's on
swing.
swing and
On
then it's an
awakened
activate
side
main.
it has activate main draw. So that's I don't want to deny myself the card.
Right.
So that's why I swung with the combo attack, because it's 25 to leader. He's gonna block with the Vegito, and now I'm free to do the double strike without having to rest things for Vegito.
Yep.
And at that point, the only overrealm I had in my hand, I can't remember if it was a counterplay or if it was something else.
It
I
had to
overwhelmed something.
be at minimum a counterplay because that's what you got back from your 10 times soul.
Yeah, I think the only thing that was messed up was that you didn't do the counterplay as your secondary overrealm, and
I'm
then
trying to
didn't go
think.
into Vegito on that turn. I think
I
that's the only
even
thing.
I'm trying to remember if I even had it in my fucking hand, and I can't even remember if I had it
You
in my
had the
hand.
counterplay and you had the Vegito.
unless you comboed it away or something, you had to have had it because that's what you got back with 10 times soul.
Yeah,
Yeah,
just trying to think why I didn't overwhelm a second time, and I can't
I think
remember.
you were just trying to save the counterplay for their
That
turn,
could have been it. I wanted
Probably
to save the
but you didn't
counterplay.
have any negates
to save the
to
unison,
save
yeah.
the unison.
Yeah, so
So
I probably should have played it because it's
I
two
think that was
swing.
really the only thing you could have done with having such a botched botched
Dude,
start.
yeah, yeah.
I was just wondering, like I figured that's exactly why you didn't immediately flip. I was just wondering if you actually thought that getting that extra card was worth eating the blocker.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, if you don't have another counterplay, then yeah, at that point you might as well play it and make the Vegito anyway, because
Yeah.
he's obviously he's just gonna swing it until
He's just
he
gonna
puts it at
swing.
one marker.
Yeah, and that's a fair point. Okay, we'll remember that for next game. But yeah, not seeing that turn one
Yeah, that was rough.
true
Yeah, that was
fighting was
rough.
so bad.
So
So bad.
are you maining 3 cumbers and then you just have 2 or 3 of the fearlesses on the side?
Yeah, 3 Cumbers in
Or
main,
did you
2
cut
Fearless
Cumber?
inside. No, Cumber's
I
still
feel
there.
like I cut the
I
Cumbers. I hate the Cumbers so much.
I may switch it. It's just Cumber
I
hits
might
everything.
side the Cumber.
I might side the Cumber because
Yes. Yes.
black is the only color you need Cumber for, because they're the only ones with like 6 drops that have barrier. But and
It's
against green
almost like
too.
not needed in my when I think about it, because with the new Saiyaman deck coming out, I feel like people are just going to go back to bringing Demigras. I feel like Demigras just our deck is so fast. I feel like Demigra just does it for us if it's anything
Yeah.
too high.
And I'm gonna have to go back to playing Okazuna now.
It's so much
It's
fun,
so
man. I'm
fun.
telling you, if I just saw my goddamn true fighting spirit, it would have been fucking over, bro. He
He
tapped
tapped
out.
out. He
Oh,
tapped out.
Novi.
I
He
was like,
tapped out, bro.
wait,
That's
he's
what I'm
tapped out.
saying. He tapped out, and I didn't have the true fighting, bro.
That's what I was talking about.
You know what
Like,
I
I
brought
was
back?
so fucking pissed, bro.
that's what I was talking about whenever
Nova.
like I started streaming
Oh no, go ahead.
the
Ugh.
game. Because it's like, well, if people generally aren't gonna know the matchup. So if you don't know, you're gonna tap out on turn one, and you're just
Exactly. I don't think they know the matchup, dude. Oh, I was so fucking mad, bro. So mad that I didn't see the true fighting spirit.
I'm telling
If
you,
I
bro.
had that, it
Brought
was
back
cooked.
That's why I just put Black Messiah in my deck because I'm like, dude, I'm gonna go to 60. I don't want to lose my
Yeah,
one drop. Just put this card in the deck, man.
yeah,
I brought back Red Bulma at our locals
yeah.
last week. Nova.
Red Bull, oh god.
Remember when I first met you, I played that deck and I never played against
doesn't
your
that duck
deck and I
doesn't
did
that duck suck without the bunny Bulma?
it's not as good
It's
for sure.
red
But remember when I
control.
first met you, I was on Red Bulma and I just didn't know what your deck did because I didn't know what black did. I was
Yeah.
still newer. And I had the choice to topo him, which would have ended his turn, or to Oceanus him, and I fucking Oceanus him and it turned on all the cards from the deck,
Oh
just
my god.
playing from the deck, and I was so mad. But I took it last week and I got fourth in our locals with Jason, Ari, and all of them. They're like, "What the fuck is this? It's going to time every single round."
No, red control should be a lot better than X set. It's just not that much of it. Red just got 6-drop Frieza if you're able to play it. It got the concept rare is very good, and then you got 2 extra cards. You got Destructo Disc, which is disgusting, and you got the Negate that
No,
lost
no,
2
no, no.
cards.
Disgusting is the negate. That negate is broken.
Negate
People
is
sleeping on that negate.
extremely good.
Negate the attack, choose 2 cards, and they can't attack your
The
leader.
fact that it chooses any
It's
card
fucking
is insane.
broken. Yeah. Now I have to start thinking when playing Goku Xeno into red matchups and they have an energy up.
Yeah, that's the hardest play. Yeah, yeah. Maybe we put in the Black Sand. I mean, yeah. To Andre's points, like, yeah, it doesn't leak into the Vegito, and that's the ultimate play. But yeah, getting that double strike crit in the beginning is super important. Maybe I just put in 2 mass hands. We'll see. We'll see.
Yeah.
It's just it doesn't happen that often. That's the thing. It's like 1 out of every like
Yeah.
5 or 6 games, and that happened to be the one. It's like, no, for the most part, I usually get it. But that was
Do you find it?
crazy.
Because I know we play pretty much the same shit. I think the only difference is Cumber and our side deck. But do you really play the Cumber that often?
No, no.
Okay. That answer and the sigh you had when you said it
No,
answers my question.
because most of the time when the only thing I would play Cumber against is black,
Mm-hmm.
because they have 6-drop Vegito, and the
Yep.
only thing I can do to get rid of it is either Petri it or Cumber it, right?
Or Demigra, but yeah,
Or Demigra it,
which
and
is free.
which is free, and so taking out a Cumber is fine if you want to put in three fearless fusion and like two Cumber in the side. That's fine because I only play Cumber
Mhm.
against green anyway. But most of the time I don't even charge a 3 energy against green, and they
Yeah, I
can't
never
even
do.
play their they can't even play their 8-drops anyway. So it's not a bad thing. It's just like what else do you put in? I guess sure 3 fearless fusions I guess, but and you get an extra blocker on there, so it's not a bad thing. I may end up doing it.
The problem
It's
is
just that
just
freaking one
boy.
matchup, that Nova one,
Yeah,
that 4-drop
yeah,
Sin is ass, which
Yeah.
I
is
know.
why I have my main deck.
Yeah. It's definitely much easier to play Fearless Fusion than Cumber because you have
Oh
so
yeah.
many Goku and Vegetas in there that you can do it. Um,
Hmm.
whereas like, oh my god, I don't have a Cumber in there, I can't play it. Yeah, so that's the hard part
I need
about
to
it.
find another copy of
Yeah.
Frieza
Jay,
TFS.
I fucking had him and I didn't draw a True Fighting Spirit turn 1.
It's the worst.
Dude, he tapped out. He tapped out. I had him and I didn't draw a True Fighting Spirit, man.
All you needed.
That's all I needed. It was so unfortunate,
Just
man.
attacks, man.
Yeah. Did you win your matchup?
No, I don't want to say I misplayed, but I definitely did an optimal play. I should have comboed out of his double strike swing, and then I went to time. I thought we had more time than we did. My fault.
Okay, I think pairings are up right now.
Yeah, language barrier is kind of hard.
It can
Let's
be.
see. Let's see.
Table
Yeah,
8.
that is the
Table.
truth, Jay.
I mean, it was still fine. Like I knew that was going to be the case, and it's still fun. Like great player.
It's still
Like
fun.
we can still play
Yo, what's going on,
with
Dragon
minimal
Ballers?
conversation. I love
Yeah.
that about this
Yeah.
game.
That's the
It's
best
also
part.
just a friendly game. It's not a.
Yeah.
It's
All
yeah.
right,
There's
I'm out of
nothing
here. I'll see you
friendly.
guys. There's nothing friendly.
Oh, what's going
Oh,
on, Dragon
Beer's here.
Ballers?
I gotta get out of here. Sorry.
Yeah, you do. Gotta move too. Table.
Hello,
Good
Yo.
game, guys.
How's it going, bud?
I'm going.
All right. This next round, no rest for my voice. Well, hopefully that talk with Novan after helped figure out the game and at least show him maybe how he could have gone a little better. It is really unfortunate that he didn't draw that 1-drop, man, but it is what it is, man. Now we've got the homie. We've got the homie here. We've got Barrier. He's playing Namiku today. This guy, he didn't show up with any fun decks, man. The heck is this? Versus Chris. I don't know how to pronounce his last name. Ru Ruggieri. Sounds like, honestly, it sounds kind of Italian. But I like his mat though. His mat's really cool. So it's a black versus green matchup. Very interesting because black should be favored into this. Black does very good against green, again for the same reason that Goku Zeno is good, is because it's very tall. So black will push you in very fast. Green has to like immediately dormant and pay for it. And be on the back foot, you know, and be discarding cards to defend a lot and try to establish themselves. If green actually ever gets to like turn 4 or 5 and is able to establish, then it can get rough. But black being able to remove everything, you know, even the barrier cards, and get themselves established and start pushing you in is very good. Now, I personally don't like Panzeno very much as a black deck. I think it is very abusable. But we'll see how this one pans out. I gotta yeah, appreciate the follow, Masto JG. Thank you, sir, for supporting the channel. Hope everybody is enjoying watching the games today. I am gonna try to, you know, talk to the guys after the games if I can, if they don't leave immediately and whatnot. Uh, I've got it set up now, so it should be easier. I don't have to set it up and watch them leave as I try to set it up. It's a cool map, man. It's got all the Zeno stuff on there. It's pretty sick. It looks really good too. Like the art itself looks clean. I'm already tired, man. Talking so much. I didn't get a break either because you know, I went to talk to Novin after, but it's all good. I gotta make sure I actually do the life thing this time. All right. I don't like this professionalism thing. Need to we'll see how this game goes. I mean, it's you know, oh he sees his turn 1 play. Okay, okay, yeah, uh huh. So theoretically, if Barrier can afford it here, he should not swing. You just forsake the top 5 search, and you make Chris have to have the second 1 drop, because if you swing, he's gonna combo and take a life. So don't want that to happen. Then you're denying him his Z energy, which is good. So he should only be able to put himself to 5 life if you don't swing. If he doesn't have a turn 1 play, that's kind of unfortunate, but no, don't do it. No, don't do it. No. GG. So we are going to see Piano Awaken next turn in that case. Grabs a Gohan. Oh yeah, I forgot he has a playset of the freaking promos already. This man fiended for a playset of every promo at Gen Con because shipping to Canada is expensive. And he did not want to have to deal with that. So he does have all the new promos. I do find it a bit unfortunate that he did actually swing. Because now he's going to have to eat a full turn 2 from Pan. But you know, it just makes the Z energy. Fortunately, Pan does not untap energy when she awakens. Otherwise, I would actually like the deck a lot more. My issue with Pan is that I think it is abusable. Like, if you just don't swing that turn, you're just stalling their awaken for a turn, basically, unless they have another one drop or place surmounting, etc., wasting energy for it, basically. Yep, has the dormant, so that's probably why he swung in that case. And he's got a warp one for Goku. So again, this it's a bit rough, of course. But he's still on the advantage technically. I mean, see, this is why I don't like Panda, because she can't do anything after that. If I was playing Goku Zeno, I'm still hitting you with a double crit after that, right? So, ooh, secret ID. But Pan is easier to control. Now, I don't want to sit here and always say negative things, of course. He can't. He's under dormant. That Goku doesn't stop the negate. Yeah, he doesn't have any more swings. He's just gonna pass without awakening. Oh yeah, let me hold on. I said I would remember, then I didn't. So I'm actually not sure how much life Chris is at. Looks like 5, which is his awakening threshold, which is fine. He's it for the Bardock. I'm just gonna put barrier to 6 because he's gonna awaken. So that was a bit rough from Chris there. I guess he forgot about Dorman or thought something else. This BMS is not going to do anything because Vegeta is a 16k, so he's not going to be affected by BMS, which is very annoying. And Barrier should be pushing in, 3 to 4 swings at him. He using the leader effect on it immediately, so he's 20. If I was Chris, I would just take the L and combo the BMS off of the board before it gets removed by Vegeta. We literally saw him search the Vegeta, which is going to pop the BMS. So, yep, perfect. I guess he was at 6 still. It's a little bit hard to tell from this angle, but it's all good. As soon as he flips, I will know that he's at 5 life. I think he's at 5 now, though. And if I was Barrier, maybe it's better to not keep swinging here. Well, no, because then you at least make him awaken. 1, 2, 3. Actually, sides Deborah. Citing Deborah as an aggressive black deck is a little crazy. Not gonna lie. Yep, combos for the trigger. And then let's see what he uses energy on. Yep, Vegeta. It's a free swing in. Probably safe to just go to 4 life here, realistically. He's gonna have dormant. He has to have dormant like every turn. Is the problem. Power burst to get the Goku back. Yep, it's a good choice. If you're gonna be getting floodgated every turn, you might as well punish your opponent for it. Then Namiku skill makes a Z energy. And I'm chilling now. Watching some games, talking over them. Just don't wanna. I don't wanna be too loud because then I'm gonna kill my throat. Man, I'm just blessed to be able to do this. I'm glad you guys are able to come here and watch this, and hope everybody's been enjoying the game so far. He's just gonna play Gohan. This is the best thing that the deck does. Just Slam a Gohan every turn. And Dormant doesn't do anything to him because he does have barrier. Gohan, yep. There's a Gohan. This technically shouldn't be a huge issue. Black has the tools to just remove that as well. So then Gohan is gonna give himself block. I think he can give himself blocker. I think it's very dumb that they gave this deck this card, but you know, it's all good. But Gohan is still gonna remove one of these. He can just play the Trunks as well and tap out. I don't think tapping out would be a huge problem here. Pan has a lot of defensive cards in the deck normally that, you know, like I'll take life or they could be free. So, you know, if he's got a Trunks, he can play Trunks and remove the other blocker. You can overwhelm and remove the blocker if you've got that option. That's not a overwhelm that removes the blocker. Okay. I guess his hand is a bit. His hand could be a bit rough. This is a good swing because the it still gives you the value of the combo. It's one of the only ways to +1 in Pan. So I think the swing itself is there's nothing necessarily wrong with it. It's just if he had a way to remove that blocker, he'd probably rather just push 2 double strike swings in. Yeah, bleed effect. And then now he's at 5 lives, so he can just block her. He doesn't even have to block with the Vegeta. He can just token negate it. So I would say maybe a bit not optimal. It's just it'd be better to just use the blocker and use the resource. It's gonna end up being very hard here for Mr. Chris because it doesn't look like he's got the tools necessary to be able to answer Barrier's board. Which is unfortunate. He should definitely have been in a very good position after this turn. Being able to get the 2 Gohan swings in, you know, put him to 4, and then, you know, maybe get a token negate out of him or something. But now it's just going to turn into, like, massive accruing advantage for Barrier. We'll see what he's able to do here. Again, Pan has a lot of ways to defend. Okay, so he didn't negate and then he just took the damage. So he's a 4 now. He's still got an energy up. Oh, there we go. There's the green thing. Everybody's favorite card. Does he have a... Yes, he does. Does have a petrification for it, and this is why I like Faded Rivals better, personally. Even though Gohan is the better card. I just like Faded Rivals, man. That boy has Barrier on it. Oh. Could put your super combos back in your deck. Oh. Yes, sir. This is why Barrier is a bad player. Dookie poo poo player. Big dummy head player. So the leader is 20k. Gains 5 on swing. He still needs 5k more. He got to save his Gohan, which is huge. We're halfway down the Dormant Road. And I am forgetting to do the Dragon Balls thing again. Dude, I should have just not done it at this point. It's okay, I'm not super far behind, it's all good. He's tapping another energy for the successor. Make him discard 2 cards. Can't Tabura it anymore. And it's a double strike swing. That shouldn't be a huge threat though. He discarded a Gohan rare, you can use that. Bardock's a free negate, although you probably don't want to use that one. Discards the Evil Saiyan here, it's pretty good. Theoretically, he could leave up to Gogeta, but I mean, it's a 35 double strike swing. Even though he is a blocker, Black is likely to be able to just remove it. Gives him another instance of blocker. He has blocker twice now. Wow. Incredible. Okay, looks like he does just pass. He does leave the blocker up. Okay, so he's forcing him to respond to it. Now, Black does accrue a lot of pressure the more energy it gets as well. Although these decks do just want to be aggressive all the time and they don't like going long. Seeing the combo attack again. What if he just doesn't run that much removal? Plays the Evil Saiyan. Should have done that first. Well, no, he had an edge drop. He could have did that first. So he's gonna window one so that he gets around the combo effect. What's that? Bardock gains a marker. Super combo in there. He has a super combo, but he also has a token negate. Probably just take the super combo. And you just know that there's gonna be a token negate in there somewhere. And then where there's a Piccolo, there's Fate Arrivals in there. So once again, there is another blocker on the board. I mean, I'm just wondering if he just doesn't run like overwhelm removal at this point. Same thing. I mean, does he have the third one? No, he's just gonna uneasing. Uneasing is less consequential. I mean, he did make him discard two with Gogeta, but this one out of all of them is not the most. Again, it's not very consequential. You can literally force him to take damage at this point. Okay, knowing that he didn't dormant, um, he could just play another Gohan and remove his blocker, and just go in. His swings should be big enough that we don't really have to care about Z charging one every time we swing. This could be really rough for barrier here. Depending on what Chris's hand is or what he decides to do. You don't even have to do another Gohan. You could just pay one for a Z-Deck Goku. You have to have a way to remove this guy. Because you did not get hard stopped this turn, so this is an extremely good chance for him to go for game. Especially since the Gohan lived and you can give it another 10k power by playing something that costs 2Z energy. Should be a Goku here. Majin Buu. I'm not sure why he's playing Majin Buu over Goku, to be honest with you. Because Goku could go to 25 double. Face active 10 cards. Not sure what made him decide to play that instead. We go with the Gohan. And he's got a Z-Charge 1 from hand to swing. So Gohan is going to be a 35k swing here. I'm not sure if he's Z-Charge 1 for the swing. Maybe it was the counterplay. Maybe he just Z-Charged it before turning it sideways. I missed it. Okay, so he, once again, forgetting to do this stuff. So he's at 4 life now. $20, $35. I thought. Oh no, Boo is only a one cause Z, so he was only a 30k swing. That's another reason why the Goku would have been better. I'm really curious now. I'm not sure why he played the Boo over the Goku. Cycling 2, untapping the Gohan. Yeah, see, and this is exactly what I'm talking about with the black versus green matchup. Like, Barrier did have the first 2 dormants, but you know, he had to discard an extra card on the first one, then he had to immediately go into another one, and now he, you know, pitched another 2 cards to Uneasing. So again, when you're even in hand, black is winning because black's attacks are extremely tall. Is he charging the swingless leader? Oh, Kraken's FaceTime. He has to negate this. Uh-huh. I hate it when black players do this. Just put the Kraken space time down first. Just put it down first. You dump your hand and then crack. Yep, there you go. So this is 15, 25, 35, 45, 50, 65. Yep. And there we go. Latin America takes another game from NA. I can't root for either one because I speak both languages, so that entitles me to a part of both communities, right? That's how that works. But yep, that's how the black versus green matchup goes. I do still think that Chris played this a bit unoptimally. Definitely several things that he could have done better this match, but like I said, you know, black versus green matchup is pretty simple. It's a battle of attrition, and you're forcing them to have cards. As long as you draw like a decent hand, you can push them in pretty quick. And that's what green doesn't like. That's why red Vegeta has a good matchup against green as well, because Vegeta can push in pretty fast. Let me see, I'm gonna unmute and go to the
Yeah, it was good you untapped your battle card on the one turn as well. If you didn't untap it, I would have focus fired it there too. That was very well played.
Yes.
Yeah,
The Gohan with this leader is
so
really impressive.
yeah, yeah, it's very very impressive indeed. Yeah, I think you played it very very well though. Like I
Thanks. You
faced
too.
because I faced your buddy too, right? I think I'll be honest, you played it better. I think, in all honesty, you
Thanks.
actually played it better.
you just
Yeah,
suck.
it's very very well
You're
done.
bad at the game, Barrier. You suck. You're bad.
Me? Oh, I'm horrible, dude. Don't worry about it. I'm dog water.
Big dookie poo poo player.
Big poo poo. Nah,
No, that
well
was a
played,
clean
well played.
game. I mean,
That was
black
good.
versus green is just it's very rough. It's like a war of attrition. Even if you see dormants and all that stuff,
Yeah,
all
yeah.
of a sudden you're like matched in hand, and black wins that fight because they're swinging 30s.
Yep. I needed to see Faded Rivals Goku. I didn't see it. If you see
Yeah,
Faded Rival Goku, I clear the guy, I swing, at least I'm okay. But if you don't see it, you don't see it.
Fated Rivals my goat.
Yeah, Faded Rivals just too good, man. Way too good.
That's a counterplay, the Gohan that
No,
bring Blogger.
the Goku 6-drop, the one that the barrier double strike.
Ah, okay, right. That
Yeah,
remove barrier.
yeah. Not the Piccolo, the other guy.
Piccolo, the other guy is crazy.
This one.
Right.
I see him, I'll be okay. I wouldn't play Solidarity, right? I would just play that and just be like, okay, bye bye to the Gohan, right?
Do you have to eat the petrification?
Hmm? No, because it's on play. It KOs on
Yeah.
play.
Like you had to eat the petrification because you didn't draw him.
Yep, pretty much. I had to gamble. If he has it, he has it. If he doesn't, he doesn't, right?
Like you have
But
to remove that
my
guy.
first hand, I get the Petri and
Yeah.
I keep it.
Yeah, for sure, for
You
sure.
also for sure should not have swung at him turn one.
Yeah, no, I was debating on not swinging. I should not have swung.
I saw you were debating
But
it, and then as soon as you turn your leader sideways, I'm like, no.
yeah, but also like when I dormanted his true fighting, he didn't take a life anyways.
Well, yeah, at that point he shouldn't.
Well, he could have if he wanted to awake and play Gohan on 2.
He doesn't un. Well, yeah, I mean, I guess he could have, but I mean that's the reason I don't like Pan over some of the other black decks. Like if it was Goku Zeno, you can still make him eat a double crit. Pan just kind of has to sit there and sit.
Yeah.
And it's really
Oh.
annoying too because BMS would be good, but Vegeta is the friggin' 16k.
Yeah, that doesn't work.
Yes.
So annoying.
Oh, did you
The-
report by the way?
Give me 1 second.
Yeah.
Man,
There.
Novin's gonna make me play Goku Zeno again.
Mm.
Well, good game and good luck
Again, my
from
friend.
the other guy. See ya.
See you, brother. Sure.
Well, it's just me now. Um, Well, we still got a total of 17 minutes left in the round. Um, I'm I'm either gonna talk to chat if there's anybody here that has any comments, or I'm probably just gonna let my voice rest and chill for the remaining time. Gonna reset these. Solid games. I mean, I think it is kind of comedic that both of the games so far have ended up with black decks. When that's like my thing. So I'm able to even better commentate over the games because I'm commentating over decks that I know very well. Oh, I forgot about ads. I should have been shoot. Lucky. That was my mistake. See, there's too many things going on. I forgot to play ads before every game so that you guys don't get ads in the middle of every game. Oh. I don't know if there was any ads during this game though. There might have not been. Ads should have run like 27 minutes ago, so it should have been okay. But either way, else I'll be around. I'm just going to put the background screen up and just chill. Again, let my voice rest. But I will be around. If anybody is here watching and wants to chat, I will be here. Let me put a text though at least. Let me see. Um. There we go. Alright, I will see you guys whenever we've got round 3 coming up. Well, um, I guess all of Latin America is like playing Pan or something, bro. Oh man, the names are flipped. They came in and they started in the wrong order. Break. Alright, hold on. There you go. Hold on. Yep. Alright. We are back. We are back. We are back with another round of the Latin America versus NA event. Back, everybody. Hope your break was nice. I know mine was. Being able to rest my voice for a little bit because I talk too god dang much. Got another black deck. Got Pan again versus another Damaku. So, um, again, I don't know. It's weird. I don't ever want to sound like I'm negative, but expectation would be the same as last game, realistically. Unless something goes quite wrong for the Pan player here. Again, I don't know their actual names at this point. Nor do I maybe remember them if I do know them. But we've got little Cletus from the NA team over here versus Call 101 from the Latin American team. So again, much like last game, I would expect little Cletus to be on the back foot here. Black versus green. Again, I mean, I can go over it again. It's basically a war of attrition. Green has to see its defense very early and very fast. But it normally doesn't pan out very well for green. Now the difference will be if he is playing and sees cards like the Fated Rivals. One of those things that happened last game was that Barrier didn't draw into Fated Rivals, so he wasn't able to remove the Barrier Gohan because he had to swing and Petrification exists. Yeah, fist bump, let's go, yes sir, I love that. Hell yeah. Yeah, we're going on to this one. Let's see how this one is played differently. So green is going first, has the liberty to do whatever. Now the difference going first is that he it's gonna be a lot harder to stop Pan because they go second and they get that swing. So as long as he does actually see a one drop, he can just awaken. He plays a Z extra first. Okay, interesting. So realistically, we have the same argument here. It would be I don't know. At this point, it would be weird because he would have to lose two cards basically. But theoretically, little Cletus here could just decide not to swing at all. Um, but then yeah, we're losing a card off a leader, and then we're losing a card off a leader on the back, so it's probably not worth it. It's probably better to just put the swings in here. Um, there's nothing much to be done about that at this point. Just have to hope that he has the dormant. Now on the Pan side, going second could be a little different. He's got 0 Z energy now. Arguably, I was gonna say that you could possibly straight up go into Gohan Z for 2 and 2, and knowing that you're gonna get dormanted, you just push 2 swings in. So we see a Kai combo here. He's gonna take a life. Oh, I'm remembering now. See, I'm remembering now. We're used to it now. Bam. And then he awakens, so he goes to 6. I mean, I don't have to say that I'm doing it, but I'm excited that I'm doing it, so. I guess I will say that I'm doing it. But again, it's much of the same as last game. So, there's not going to be much difference in the commentating aspect of it, other than going through the play by play, it should be a very similar game, other than the fact that Pan is going second this time. We should see a very similar turn either way. It's kind of like Goku Zeno going first or second. Your curve is about the same, it's just when it happens. So, he's got the energy marker, so we could see a 1 energy play for Demigra Unison, and then 2 energy for the Gohan, and then the deck is going to have like 3 different free counters. So, Power Burst, like that, yes sir. Pin Swing, he's got a Dormant here. Otherwise, he's going to get like 5 swings. Yep. There goes. Theoretically here, he could opt to put in a Kraken Space-Time if he's got it. Normally, Pandex will only run like 1 or 2, so it's unlikely that he has one. But you could argue that he should put one in on the swing, just to immediately do damage to green. Green really doesn't like it when you put in these double strike swings in. And especially since he didn't block. If he's got it in hand, he should definitely heavily consider using it. Is he not going to take a life when he uses leader effect? I definitely think he should and still get the value out of Awakening, but I can definitely see the value in just passing as well. We'll see what he does here. Again, aggressive black, I tend to think that the game is either aggressive or control right now, because every deck can put out several swings a turn, which, I would consider aggressive. But, you're getting floodgated most of the turns. So, okay, so he's going to take the life. But you're getting floodgated most turns, so you can't be aggressive, right? Black is a color that can do either one. It's not really going to do control on you, so I can't say that black is going to be able to control. Unless you're like Hatch, obviously, but those are just control. But these really aggressive black decks have some like mid-game options that let them live until their, opponent passes the turn. Doesn't look like he's going for Kraken Space-Time. He might not have it. Again, if he does have it, I would argue that that is the correct option to put Cletus to 4 here. The lower you are able to get green, the better. But then again, the card advantage is going to matter a lot. If he slaps out like a Fine Greeting eventually. Okay, so he is going to get value out of his leader rather than playing a Gohan. He also very well could just board Gohan. I think that unless he has other plans, because he's going second, he's not going to have 3 energy, right? So I think it would be very, very valid for him to just pay 2 to play the Gohan. I don't think many green decks are on 8-drop Trunks right now. I believe 8-drop Trunks doesn't require your opponent to have 3 energy, it requires you to have 3 energy. Oh, excuse me. But most green decks are not main decking that card at the moment. Let's see what he decides to do for the rest of his turn. He has no swings anymore, so cannot really do anything, but you don't really want to pass with 2 energy up as black. Now, again, Pan has, Power Burst. It's got, what's it called? The Goku Negate. She's gonna play Z Unison. I mean, that's fine. There's nothing necessarily wrong with that. I guess if he's got Vegito, it's the same as playing the Gohan, more or less. I would feel like that's a little bit less efficient at this point, just because it requires more resources when you could just play the Gohan and leave it on board. Because boarding the Z Unison by itself doesn't do much here. Cletus can easily just throw a swing at it. He can easily throw 3 swings at it, actually. And even then, if he plays like face off with the Emperor, I don't really mind trading that. You get their counterplay out of hand and kind of just trade the card, make your leader 20. Yeah, you don't get the swings with face off with the Emperor, but so let's see. Do we have a telegraph to turn 3? Which is like Goku plus Vegeta plus pass with 1 energy up. swings at the unison, use the Goku counter, +5 to lead, and then if he swings later at the unison, you can easily like token negate. Or Power Burst, yeah. I prefer Power Burst, thank you, sir, for using the better card. Thank you very much. Okay, so since it was Power Burst and not Token Negate, he can just. If it was me, just if I'm Cletus here, just swing with the Vegeta. Just swing with a 1-drop Vegeta at the Unison. And use your leader effect on it. You need to get that marker off of the Unison. So it doesn't look like he is thinking about that play, or. Okay, yes, yes. Yes, please. Yes, sir. Very good. Yes, I agree with this being the play. Definitely think that this is the route we take. Yes, he is only a 4K, so he has to use leader effect. There we go. Okay, nice. So now he can play freely. Now the leader is 20k, so you might consider just putting in another swing. If he plays Vegeta, just put that swing in. Yep. Play Vegeta, you can easily put the swing in at the unison instead of the leader, just to get that blast marker off of it. And then your Bardock +0 can just go to the Vegeta. There we go. And if you, yep, there he is. Like I said, Telegraph turn, Goku Vegeta. Bardock effect. I would probably give it to Vegeta, honestly, because we're just swinging twice with Goku. There's no reason not to. It's a black deck. We have to kill black as fast as possible, otherwise we're just gonna get like attrition down. And Vegeta does untap himself, so you could still technically untap Goku during his turn as well. Tapping to last energy for a Z extra, I'm assuming. Yep, another easy play here. He will not be able to hunt the Demon God yet if he is siding that. Either way, you typically don't care about Dorman as black. He's not swinging with the Goku at all, really. I guess he's afraid of maybe petrification with the energy marker, which is fair. I still think that this could be a small misplay. I definitely think that we can just Bardock the Vegeta since he untaps, give it blocker, and then force the petrification out on the Goku, if that's what we're looking to do. Because otherwise, Goku's going to be a 24 dual swing, and that's going to hurt Pan, you know. So we've got 3 energy now. He charged a Tenacious. I'm sure he has another one. This would for sure be a good. This would be a very good turn to play Tenacious. We saw. I think we've seen his secret already, right? What was that last game? I'm a big dummy. But either way, this is a very. If he's got secret somewhere, this is a very good turn to Tenacious. You push in a turn into little Cletus, even if it's just 2 swings. Maybe you can push in a double and whatnot, and you just set up with Bardock, make him not have much of a turn, and then when you get your turn back, which you're guaranteed to do at this point, you just go in. That is normally what I like to do with black. That is normally what I like to do with the red black Vegeta version. Um, it's very good. It guarantees. It doesn't guarantee you win, but it guarantees that you have a very good turn for it. Now the problem here is, of course, he is at 5 life, so it is going to be harder to get him down. Let's see, removes the Vegeta anyway. No, we're not touching the Goku. We are not touching the Goku. The thing is, he can hit the Goku with. Oh, I guess. That's fine if we lose the card. I personally just kill the Goku. Just trade. Yeah, just trade the counterplay. It's all good. Yes, sir. Yeah, Dorman's not going to do much to this Gohan. Gohan is going to be swinging 30 because we have the Z extra on board. There we go. It's just rough for green, man. has to have another dormant, but he's still eating a 30k double swing. He can definitely make it a bit. Well, he doesn't have Z energy. Never mind. You definitely combo on this. Give him like a. If you have a super combo, you definitely give him a super combo here. Go to 40. Cletus is not at 4 life yet, so his super combos are likely not live. You want to make sure that this goes through. Making it 35 even is not bad either, considering that he doesn't have them active. Leader would be 20, the extra would be 30, and then he would need 10 past that, so we only have to give you 2 cards. That's why I would prefer a super combo here. You're asking for an extra card out of him. Realistically, he's only giving you quote-unquote 1 card because he's drawing 1 from leader, but... And then we see the difference that it makes as well. I'm not sure if Cletus has the new promos, but if he had the promo here, it would be much, much harder for Mr. Akala 1 to get through here. Now Cletus is in a position where he's going to have to like token negate and go to 2 life, and then again he's going to look very strong. He already uses Overwhelm, so he can't Bardock unless he Demigras, which would be fine, but he would have to like use both energies for that. You see, and then like we discarded 2 for Dormant, and now we discarded 2 for Uneasing, so he lost 2 cards from. He lost. Technically, he only lost 1 card from hand this turn, but it's still very hurtful because normally you would be gaining a lot of cards as Namiku. Now the Gohan is in rest mode this time, so even if he gets Petrification, he can, at worst case, play Gogeta and remove it. But, then again, Gogeta is not making Pan discard 2 cards. And he's got dual attack, not double strike. So, which is actually, a little bit better, ideally, technically. I generally think that big of a card is just guaranteed to get negated if it has double strike. So having 2 attacks on it instead of 1 is better, especially since he's already at low life. He's got to answer both swings if he doesn't want to take life. But we'll see what he's able to do this turn. See. Alright. We see another Goku come down. If he didn't play Demigara, so we can't counterplay and get 5 on our leader this turn. He's using Bardock immediately. Goku, no, he's got a decision to make. I don't think we petrify this at this point, because if you do, then, you have to have another one. If he has a Goku negate, this is probably a good time to play one. Yep, there we go. Goku number 2 comes down, gives later +5. Unless he's got a response to it. I don't think we respond to this, so we can materialize 20k swings pretty easily with Namiko. Again with a Deborah on the side. Look. I'm aggro. Sure, make me discard 2, bro. We saw how much it mattered last game, I don't think these guys need to be citing in Deborah. Swing game, making it 20. Obviously, I think we're just going to combo the Goku off here if he doesn't make it higher than 20. It's a pretty easy read here. Yeah, Admiral, appreciate the follow, brother. Thank you very much. Thank you for supporting the channel. Easy read there. He couldn't remove it immediately, so. And then the leader swing's also 20k. Yep, on top to Goku. Now that I can swing again. So obviously not having to use 2 cards every swing matters, but nowadays being a 20k leader is not the most meaningful thing. It's only one, used one energy so far. Got 3 swings in. So my Bardock would have been really good this turn. Either way, call 101 is in a very, very good position here. Yep, there it is. Doesn't have the Faded Rivals. Well, he's not immediately using Petrification, so, might not have it. Let's see. He has a huge hand. Or no, he does have it. Or... which negate will I use? Okay, no negates. Deciding what to discard? I'm not gonna troll. I'm not gonna say something like I'm falling asleep over here or something. But, it can't be... Is he gonna use the marker for it? No? I was gonna mention that he might just discard it to Bora. I don't think using a marker for it here is ludicrous. But then you're opening yourself up to, like, Gogeta. That's okay. I mean, I don't know. Pan should have enough free negates that it doesn't really matter. I don't think it would be too far out of the question to, like, the Bora here, draw 2 cards, take 2 life, and then just answer the Gogeta swing. Yeah. If he's gonna do that, I think he should have just taken the Bora play. He's got so much hand advantage that like you shouldn't be afraid. You can easily go down to 1 life. He's not gonna want to tap out anyway. So again, we're in the same exact position basically. The turn order is flipped, but same position. He's at 3 life with a lowish hand against black. It's gonna be very, very hard for him to live here if he just doesn't have 4 dormants in a row. If he has another dormant right now, his chances flip. He has a very good chance to win on the clapback, but then Tenacious exists. You get a minimum of 3 swings, which is good. But again, Pan is a black deck that does tend to run more hard negates. So if he got walled here with another dormant, you can easily just go, oh okay, pass with like 2 energy up after playing Tenacious. Negate, negate, negate. All right, cool. Is it my turn again? But let's see what happens here. Gohan cannot. Yep, there's the secret. I'm not sure. Goku's just gonna kill the secret and return. Oh, there's a dormant in life. That's unlucky. You definitely take the EDK here. You definitely. Yep. Yes, sir. Okay, I like this guy. I like this guy. He's making good decisions. There's another dormant being in there is not gonna matter. That is unfortunate though. Am I crazy or does the Goku not trade the secret rare here? Yeah, okay. So they just hadn't gone to that point yet. It's kind of I'm kind of weirded out. Like, do these guys not run a rule overwhelm in their deck, or trunk? Maybe he doesn't have trunks in hand. Yeah, I feel like we would do anything possible to not have our secret rare killed by. Yeah, because now yeah, see, this could be costly. This could be very costly. He should still have 8 cards left in his Z deck, though. I'm definitely questioning some of the sequencing and choices from Kalo 1 here this turn. I'm not sure that we are playing optimally. To be honest, this could cost him the game for sure, 100%. Because we should not have had to eat this Frieza. And now it doesn't matter because any double strike, he has to materialize 2 double strikes with 2 energy. He might still be okay to kill this turn, but even if he wins this turn still, it would be a lot harder than it really should be here. Hello, Mr. Batcat. This is what I regularly do on my free time, not variety streaming. Yep, so this is expected. Here's a Goku. The problem is, the Z Extra can kill it, a Dormant can kill it, you can just negate it. It's not the most reliable play here. Hmm. He's gonna sack the 10. Sacks the 10. At this point, he could have just sacked one of the Cumbers instead of the Goku Zeno. Not sure if it would matter, I guess, but I mean, we turn this sideways and it's just gonna die. Like, I believe the free effect of the Z Extra kills it, so Little Cletus has to commit, like, 0 resources to this. How did he kill Cumber SCR? Well, he played Cumber and he killed the face-off with the Emperor. So, face-off with the Emperor was able to trade with the secret, which is, I think, a misplay, personally. You definitely don't want that to happen, because when that happened, Little Cletus was able to freeze a counterplay unpunished, which is a big problem because it killed a Cumber double strike. So like it's gonna snowball. He definitely could lose the game here, and a call 101 is like comboing on this Goku swing, and I don't think we should be. Because there's already 25 base, and Cletus like has no reason to commit any resources to it. I guess he's committing enough resources to force him to do something about it, but like it doesn't matter because the free effect kills it. So, and he had to commit no energy to it, so he still has negates. Yeah, and he's already tapped so much energy that he's probably just dead on the crackback now. So this game has taken a very, very interesting turn. I think some unfortunate missequencing here could very well lead to Call 101's loss. I don't remember I'm not sure what card he took from his warp. Yeah, the first effect on Z extra kills a 3 or less, I believe. Second one kills a 5 or less. Who winning the guy on the top for now, but the guy on the bottom could have a chance to win here. Now he still has to eat the swings, you know. If Little Cletus simply just doesn't have the defense for it, then he could still very well lose here, but again, he has a chance if he lives. He has a very good chance. His hand is healthy enough that he should theoretically be able to... Well, actually, again, I don't know what card he took out of the warp, so I'm not sure what the power is on it. Reese is still on board, so we can go to minimum 25 easily. We've got 25 combo power on top of whatever the combo power is. Haven't seen any super combos out of him yet. Paying 1. EDK, there we go. So I had another one in hand. So we're at 20, 25, we're at 40 currently. 7, so he's only got 7 cards in hand. Yeah, if he lives, he's winning. 100%. It's a counterplay. Super combo. So I guess the card's base power was decently high. It's the first super combo of the game, I believe. 35, 40, 55. Okay, he gets out of the attack. It's really good. New problem. Kraken Spacetime. Now, if you negate the leader for free, then he can just have another energy play. Now, he's only got 6 cards in hand because we made him discard 1 at random. So, let's see. Leader swing could be 30... what? 30... 30, 40, 55 at most. Well, not at... he could have Kai's. So, let's say, like, around the 60, 65 range. If he has a Kraken Spacetime, Leader Swing could still be big, but he does not have it, or he's opting not to go for it. Demigra for a second Overwhelm. Alright. That is actually a pretty good choice. It could add him a second swing. I mean, Demigra's only a 5k. He has to combo up to 15 minimum, but... Combo attack? Okay. It's going to be a 25k swing, which is pretty good. Now, this puts him out of options, though. If Cletus has a token negate here, it's gonna be really rough. He has to combo out on the Domingo swing. Okay. Swinging in. Comboing 1 from the warp to make it 25. Token negates. Is it? No, it's not a token negate. If he has another dead card in hand, he can easily just discard another one to tax his swings. So he might not have a token negate. This is tense. This is actually tense. If we get a swing through... No, he already... Oh no, sorry, he cumbered at the start of his turn. Right, so he still has... He does still have the second overall. I'm thinking of last turn. I thought he already overwhelmed. I was like, wait. There's the token negate. He does have it. This should theoretically seal the game. But it depends. Again, he could just have like 2 to 3 guys in his hand. And both of the cards in Cletus's life should be dead. Because it should have been a dormant and an 80. Sorry, no, it was a dormant and I don't remember. 5k combo, I think. Yep, this is the correct. Cletus, no matter what, has to not negate this attack and hope he can get out of it. Don't forget hydrate. Yeah, I'm trying not to forget, man. I'm talking a lot. I'm gonna need to remember to hydrate. My water is now empty, so... He had 3 guys in his hand. 15, 25, 35, 45, 55. We're at 55. 35. I will unmute immediately after this and let them talk as soon as the game ends to see what they're saying about the game. 25, 35, 45, 55. He has a 5k. Oh, he barely gets out. Barely gets out. Yeah, no, call 101 100% should have won this. Alright, let's see.
If I was making it out of there. That was a super good game, though. That was fun.
Yeah.
Uh,
And you, sorry, your name was again?
Christian, and you were
Christian? It was
Yeah,
Daniel.
Daniel. Okay,
Daniel.
it was a pleasure to play with you, Daniel.
Absolutely, it was a lot of fun. Thanks for the
Yeah,
game,
yeah.
man. Good luck to you.
You too, bro. Thanks.
All right, GG. Later.
Well, they're just leaving. Well, yeah, again, Call 1 of 1 should have definitely had that game. He, I'm not saying this in any negative way, but he absolutely punted that game. Um, hmm. his secret rare should have never been removed by the face off with an Emperor, and then he should have never been in a position where Frieza counterplay was killing something. So he definitely should have had that game 100% based on how that ended up, because he should have had extra swings. He would have taken control of Frieza. Um, there's a lot of things that would have been extra on his board for that, and it would have resulted in him winning that for sure. I'm not sure what went on there. I'm not sure why he took that path of decision, but that's something that we are never going to know unless we straight up talk to him and get his thing. But we can always chalk it up to like nerves or heat of the moment, stuff like that. Is generally why those decisions happen. But so again, we've got like you see there. I have my fancy timer there. We've got around 5 minutes left in the round, so I'm gonna once again take this time to take a bit of a rest, refill my water for which should be the last round. I think we're only doing 4 today. Man, this has been really fun. This is really fun, man. Very glad that we're getting to do this. Hopefully, some of the other regions we can do it. Should be able to do with Europe at a later date. But I will put us back to this screen, and let me see. Let me update the text. And then I will see you guys very soon. I will be. And he's getting clapped. I don't know, are they? Well, these guys are bringing in some very, very aggressive decks. I mean, if you see, like, at least for my table for the first game, Novin just kind of got unlucky. And I do think that, after talking to him, I do think he made a couple small misplays that could have potentially costed him the game down the line. The second game was whatever. I mean, again, it was the same pan versus Namiku. Pan should not really lose that, or black in general. It kind of just went as it should have. And then this game, the Latin American player absolutely just he definitely made some misplays, and it definitely cost him the game. He should have won that game, and we should have been 3-0 for Latin America in this table. But that's not necessarily because NA is just straight up getting clapped or anything. It has been pretty bad matchups. Green versus aggressive black is not good for green. So once again, I will be back with the last round. I will run. You'll see the well. Actually, you won't see anything, but I am gonna run the ads before the next round so that we don't get interrupted. So those will be running, and then I will see you guys back for the next round. Right, boys. Oh, whoops. Let me tab back to the chronograph. All right. Got the last round now. We've got my boy Jay Degendorf with his game attack. I like it. He beat me, Gen Con. Hope he loses. Then we've got Vincent from the Latin American side. I believe this is the Worlds player. So he's playing against quite the matchup here. I mean, Gamma versus Cooler Mill. Um, not a black deck for once, but you know, Cooler Mill is Cooler Mill is Cooler Mill. Not much to say about that one. I think we all know how matchups with this deck tend to go. You have to be very careful. Gamma does have the upside of like naturally playing some pretty good unisons. The problem is that Gamma does kind of need to create a board early to plus. So that could turn out a bit rough, but we'll see. We'll see how this turns out. I mean, we know how Cooler Mill matchups go. It's gonna be long. It's gonna be stressful. His deck's gonna go down to like nothing. I do feel like Gamma is quite unfavored in this, just because Gamma does naturally draw and cycle, and especially replaces some cards from the energy quite a bit. So, it's gonna be a rough one for NA here. Yeah, it's kind of crazy because theoretically my table should have been 3-0 so far for Latin America and likely to be 4-0. So what's going on here, NA? What's going on here? Maybe I should have played. Maybe I should have been the hope of NA. You know? Eh, actually not. Anyway, let's get this match started here. He's got a alt leader, fusion world cooler leader. Hell yeah, it's cool. Charges in Rasmal. That's the Vados. It should be a pretty quick, clean game. Quick in terms of the playing. Both of these players are very good. Let's see. We'll see the Bocom here. Okay. Will not be doing that again. He didn't awaken. Hmm. That is interesting to say the least. I'm like locked in on this game. My fault. The score as of round 4, I can check for you really quick. I need to not do it on my PC because then it'll mess with the screen. I think Axel's been posting it every round. Uh, after 3 rounds, the score is NA 10, Latin America 14. So Latin America is ahead right now. Out of 8 games, we need to win at least 6 to tie it this round. Plays a Cellmax straight up. I don't know about. I mean, Cellmax is certainly good. The problem is that he can still neg through barriers, so that's just gonna sit there and eat nags and make him mill. But that is a good card to play for sure. I do like Cellmax in this matchup. You go Cellmax this turn, you set up the Android 18 Unison next turn, and make him discard a card every turn. Should turn out pretty good. Takes a 2 here. Down to 4 on Cooler's side. It is a very aggressive card. I mean, Cooler, tapped pretty aggressively there. Knowing that the Cellmax was in the energy too. like I need to like cautiously remind myself to talk about the game because I'm so locked in on just watching the game at this point. Not that it would matter because you guys still get to see the game, but the whole point is for me to commentate it, right? So yep, that's what I figured would end up happening. He doesn't want to take another double strike, so does end up having to manually negate that one. I don't think Jay wants to play another card on board. Yeah. Selmax alone on board is good enough pressure. Again, Vincent can still neg it, but I don't think he can very efficiently kill it now. Next, Destructo Disc. Ooh. Now he would have to do it offensively. Destructo Disc is only a 25, but he's playing the Gamma. That's a good card. Cooler should all be about value place. Gamma 1 and 2 would be a good here. Yep, Gamma 1 and 2, make him pitch 1. Cooler does not like discarding cards, so maybe he preemptively side Deborah's. That would be good. The problem is that the Android did I say 13 earlier? Android 18 Unison makes you bottom deck, so you can't counter that, but you could still preemptively side the Boras because you know they're going to be playing the Gamma card, and any discards are kind of rough. Ooh, discards a 5-drop Cooler. Oh. It's playing that. Okay, playing that defensively, that's pretty good. Of course, we don't really want to be going through our deck, but was it 3 life? Oh yeah, maybe I should like no, that's that. Nope. Help me, help, help. I'm out of Okay, looked like he was a 3 life. Okay, plays a 13. 13 is good. Oh wait, no, 15. Yeah, it should be able to kill the Gamma here. Goes on for leader. He's only got 1 red blue in the energy, which is kind of unfortunate to be honest. I don't know if he needs more than 1 for now, but you know, it's nice to have multiples just to have the liberty of working with that. Obviously, Vincent. That's why I'm locked in because Vincent is such a good player with this deck. Obviously, he showed it by making it to Worlds. Goku. Okay, nice. Gets rid of the trigger hat there, and then has at least somewhat of an answer for the Cell Max card. Blue also is not going to have the greatest time removing. He's only got one energy up. He's probably got beer super combos, so he's good to like explosive and then he has multiple blockers out. Definitely does want a combo to restand. Yeah, the Vados untaps any energy, that's right, so that's good. She goes to 4. That's a beast. Destroying more than Gamma is. The heck? Whoa, what the heck? Whoa, my god, no way. It's so clean, bro. I hate Cooler Mill, but like, I don't know, this guy's playing so clean. Combos Gamma to make it 35. It's not something at the sell max. I guess he's just killing it. See, this is something that people like fail to realize about Cooler Mill. Yes, it's Mill, but like, it can also just kill you, you know? Gonna swing 20, combo to 25. I am kind of surprised that he's swinging a second time with it though. Like I said, blue has trouble removing barriers, so it's very aggressive turn from Cooler there. Just what I like to see out of that deck. And of course, Vincent is a master of this deck, so definitely knows what to do, when to do it. We'll see what Jay's able to respond with here on the Crankback. Just plays another one. Honestly, at this point, I feel like we should be playing more into the 18 unison, because that's going to rip a card out of his hand every turn. But I could be wrong, you know, that is a +0. But, because Cell Max it's cool, but it's a 30k. It's very, very hard to swing with it under that card. So that's another reason I do think the 18 is potentially better. Especially in situations like this. Like, you know, you're going to get explosive. You might as well get a card out of him every turn. So you do want to tap one, so it gives you some defensive options. It's a very attrition-based game. You don't want to board. You don't really want to board anything. What you want to board has to be like barrier or stuff that chips away at his resources, right? It has to be meaningful. Taps a Goku. Now he can easily just rival a Cooler. Nag both of them by 10 and get like, you know, mills going. 3 mills. He didn't do anything though. He just beamed up. Like rather than a cell, like it could have even been 4 energy for like the war unison. I definitely think that a unison was the correct play here. Going on this one makes sense. Playing a gamma 1 and 2, making him discard. So like if you compounded this with like Android 18, it would just get too much for Cooler. I mean, despite all Cooler is done, he's still only got what 7 cards in hand now. So he's gonna kind of have to kill him next turn most likely. Sacks energy to restand. And then Gamma can also um definitely wanted to use Gamma's effect unless he's playing on comboing self from the energy there. Thankfully, he has been Z-charging quite a bit up until this point, so he should be able to keep swinging with the cell maxes. He charged the 9-drop cell earlier, so that's another 30k. I'm not sure if the first card in Z energy is also another cell, so Jay is definitely doing a very good job of managing his Z energy and playing around with explosive dance as required. Goes to 1. It's risky. I mean, most of these Gamma decks do play Hatch, but either way, you want to be able to get Beasted now, but you know. Swing, sack for explosive, 30k. He's still got another swing, guaranteed. Blocks it, and I'm sure Vincent has at least one negate. Making sure he kills the Goku here. Passing. Okay. Oh, he's got. That's why he. Okay. Vincent is forced to kill him this turn. He has to kill him this turn. Because Jay just put Bad Omen in his energy. Now, Jay does not have a hand, basically. So this is very possible. Vincent still has a pretty sizable hand compared to him. Or, yeah, I said Vincent. And everything Vincent's going to be playing should replace itself. Because that's sort of how Cooler his plays operate. Hatch, he has that. GG. That's it. GG. Yep. Game over. He had Hatch. He knew exactly what he was doing here. Yep. Nothing Vincent does matters. He's at 1 life. He's at 1 life when there's a bad omen in the energy. Pretty clean game from Jay, man. That was very good. A very good game for both players. I think Vincent pushing last turn to 3 life was pretty good. Um, I'm just gonna talk as if the game is over at this point because it is over. Unless Vincent can somehow like ping the bad omen from the energy or prevent it from coming into play. I don't think anything in red is gonna be able to do that unless he is about to overroll and somehow have Meki Gabor a secret. Jay knows it. Vincent probably knows it. A very clean game for both players, honestly. Jay did really good with the cell maxes. He knew what he had to do. Maybe Vincent just didn't have the required defense to get through. I do wonder why he discarded that 1/5 drop Cooler. Because that would have been something that been able to get him out of the swings. Okay, let's unmute and see what they're talking about.
A blue green, which I did. I was lucky, honestly.
Oh.
Because if I didn't, I was sitting on this and I had to start swinging.
Uh-huh. Oh, great game, bro.
Yeah, I mean, it felt bad, but yeah, I was worried. I thought you were going to get me there. I thought you started swinging a lot for a mill deck.
Cooler Mill is not a mill deck, bro. It beats the shit out of you.
Yeah, sometimes, depending on who's playing it.
Well, you've got like the best player, the best Cooler player in the world here. That was a great game.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I'm seeing barrier blocker or dual attack, double strike barrier blocker. It just really does a lot for me in this matchup. Oh man, I still think you guys beat us though by quite a bit.
It was 10-14, and he has to win minimum 6 games out of the 8 this round.
Easy work, right? No.
Man, you guys suck.
Well, yeah, I can see the Facebook comments now. I can hear
Man,
Peter Catani somewhere.
Yeah, right.
He's got a one word 3-letter response for all of this. I'm sure of it. All right, buddy. That was a good game. I appreciate it.
Same, bro. Thank you.
Thank you.
Bye bye.
That was a lot of fun. Like, this entire event was so much fun.
That's great. Yep. We'll see how this round ends up, but Latin America is likely to win now.
Hey,
Again.
watch it. Watch it,
Oh.
bud.
Oh my god,
I'm
scared the
back in
shit
here
out
to
of me.
hear you talking shit.
No, that game was amazing, bro. The only thing I said was I feel like I don't know. I guess I expected Vincent to have more defense. My only thing was maybe you should have leaned into the Android 18 unison a bit to get a card out of him every turn, because eventually you can easily win that way. But obviously he
Yeah.
didn't seem like he had enough defense. He definitely played it correctly though. I mean, obviously he's technically the best cooler player in the world, and like that deck, yes, it's a mill deck, but it kind of can just beat the shit out of you.
Yeah, it can, and that's one thing I was concerned about in that matchup specifically was if he defensively spams board, even if he doesn't clear my battle cards, if he just defensively spams board, and then now he's got 25k double strikers, 20k double strikers on board,
I was very
obviously combo
surprised.
pieces and whatnot.
I was very surprised to see him discard one of the 5-drop coolers, because that could have like saved
Yeah, same.
him. Like with the Cellmax swings, like it negs both of them by
Well,
10.
does it ignore barrier though?
Yeah, the 5-drop does.
Yeah, that doesn't make a lot of sense. I mean, it is a 1 energy investment, but
I mean,
yeah,
he
seeing
went
the both cell
Beerus.
maxes in the deck felt good.
He went Beerus into Bean, so he definitely had the resources to do it.
Oh, for sure. Yeah, that yeah, I was expecting him. I knew that he killed Dalby earlier in the day using a little bit of aggression, so I knew that that was possible. And if that were the case, I had the board clear. I didn't want to combo him too heavy, but yeah, it just once I saw Omen and Hatch, I just had to find a way to get down to 2 energy to set it because I didn't have a Zeno super combo in hand, and he milled one earlier.
No, he definitely did
Yeah.
that really well. Like as soon as he went down to 2 energy and passed and put the Omen there, I'm like, okay, well he has to kill him this turn. Then you hash, and I'm like, okay,
And that's the
we're
thing
done
too,
here.
is like even if I don't have like the energy to do it, if I just set that there, he has to respect that I have like the ability to kill him, and he has to start going in.
Yeah, like, he was literally forced to kill you that turn, and then you just have hatch. Like, okay.
Yep. Even if I don't have hatch, like you still have to do something, and I'll bait it. Like I'll play it the long game as much as I can until you put yourself in a compromising position and have to deal with something you just can't. It's a fun game though. This event was really well planned and it executed really well, and I appreciate you guys, whoever's watching, sticking around to watch, and then you casting. So good stuff on you guys.
It was really fun, dude. All the games that I casted were really fun. I feel like on my table at least, Latin America should have been 3-1. The guy last game, he kind of punted against Dalby. He was playing. It was one of the Panzano players, and then Dalby's on Namiku, and on his turn 4, he like started his turn by paying 2 for Evil Saiyan and killing Face Off with the Emperor. So like he traded a secret rare for that card basically in a life, and Dalby had Frieza counterplay in hand, so he basically got Frieza for free instead of like killing Face Up with the Emperor in some other way and having the secret boarded. He should have won that game for sure. You should have been the only NA player to win at my table.
It was an honor. Next time we got to get you in there. I know you stream and whatnot, but like the thing is this event has shown me a little bit more as far as like some of the creativity in other regions that we typically don't see in NA. There's just not a lot of, it's very the same 4 decks really. And you're known to play some of the bigger decks, but differently. And I think that the creativity would really fit well in this meta,
That's
this
why I
limited meta against NA.
That's why I tell people, like, we can't, people have this, like, region fight or, oh, NA's better than this, and that, blah, blah, blah. Okay, I mean, maybe we have the better players, but, like, we can't just discredit other regions. They play some other stuff, you look at people like Vincent, he's very committed to Cooler Mill. Not that we don't have our players committed to that here, but, you see Vincent with that. Some of the other guys, they play Aku, they play this Vegito deck with no engine. And then you go to Europe and you get people like Ollie. I don't think he's been playing, but Ollie was the one that
Blue
kind of started
Bojack
the
and
the Blue Bojack train. So there's a lot
yeah,
of creative people out there, and there's a lot of good players. It's just, I mean, I don't know. I get the banter and like fun shit talk between regions and whatnot, but I don't like it when people just discredit other regions and it's a European, it's an Australian event. They had 50 people. Results don't matter. I know, no, they do. Max is a very very good player in that region. Like,
yeah. Like every region's really got some really strong players individually, and I mean they deserve the same amount of respect. It was like that one year when NA went in overconfident because we had 4 players and then none of them made it past round 1. Like we
yeah,
can't.
because they all played Crimson, and they weren't. I will always say this about NA that Worlds. They all went with Crimson, thinking nobody would be like doing anything for it, and then they got extremely punished by Tarpini for it.
Yeah. Yep. And he earned it,
And
and good for
and
them. And
my dad should have been in that Worlds. He like punted one of his games because he forgot that the Gohan SH uh, floodgate was in effect, but he literally killed Micah Tusher, like one of the rounds in the LCQ. He literally killed Micah Tusher playing Crimson with Gamma, original Gamma. He did not
OG Gamma.
awaken. He did not awaken because he kept seeing King Yamas and like bottom decking his drop or whatever. He literally did not awaken.
That's crazy. This is a fun event. You got to get in on this next time. It's neat. I really enjoyed it, and there's like really good talent, really good players in this entire thing. It was
Right?
fun.
It's really cool, man. Commentating the games. It was fun. I just like I don't know. I like playing, but I tell everybody like I don't play that much. I'm much better at like theory. I like talking about the game and watching people play and coaching and all that. Not that I'm bad at playing by any means, obviously. I've shown that I'm not, but I just
True.
I don't know. I like doing backstage stuff. I like to do this sort of stuff more. I don't mind playing, but
There's also some joy in helping praise others that are playing at such a high level and kind of walking through and creating a content grind for a game that is severely lacking. Granted, there are some content creators that are coming back to the game a little bit more, but for a hot minute it was a little bare. This is kind of a good showcase for not just the players but the content creators
yeah.
too. So this has been awesome.
Especially from the other regions, he posts
Yeah.
and people see it, but like Otero from Spain. He's very active in that community. Like some of these other guys, like I know Alex with I don't know what fucking thing is, Buck Corp or whatever. But a lot of
Oh
these
yeah,
guys,
Alex Lawrence. Yeah.
yeah, I just don't. I just again, I don't play that much, so I don't stream the game that much. But I'm trying to get into commentate like Core's event on October this year and stuff like that. I'm trying to work on some stuff for commentating because I just like it. So I don't know. Novin's making me want to play Goku Zeno now though instead of Vegeta for the PPG online.
Deck's good. Yeah, that's the next up event that I'm kind of eyeing, and I'm really. Are you? I assume you're going to the Dallas event. You have to, right?
Yeah, I gotta find a
Okay.
way to get there. Maybe I can ask
Because
whoever to pick me up, but
you're Texas. I just don't know where in Texas.
I'm in Dallas.
Oh, are you? Okay.
I don't know how far I am from it now. It's probably still like 10, 15 minutes. It's just my dad's not gonna be here. He's gonna be in Europe.
Oh yeah, yeah, that makes
He's
sense.
he's got a work
Um,
trip, but there's like an Italian event. He's gonna be able to go there anyway, so he's not missing an event.
no, God no. Yeah, but it'd be nice to do it from home, just be able to sleep in your own bed. Yeah, I mean, worst case scenario, hit me up. We'll make sure that we get you there. If you're going like, and that's the one obstacle we have, we'll get you there. I'm not worried about that.
Yeah, I mean, I can figure it out. That's the only quote unquote obstacle. I can't get myself there. I have to get somebody to probably help me
No,
out.
I've got people down there. We'll get you. If I have to steal someone's car to come get you, I'll do it.
I don't know what the frick I'm playing for that though. I was gonna work on Frieza Prison, but then I realized that the 6 drop new Frieza SR needs 3 cards on board for you to be able to play it, so I might pivot my red deck option to the new Purunga. I think that new deck's really good. I just don't want to spread
I think
myself too
that's really good.
thin, because I already don't play that much. So I don't want
Yeah,
to sit here building like 15 decks. I stick to my Vegeta. Maybe I'll put Goku Zeno back together, but I don't need to play test that deck. Uh, I was probably looking at Purunga and Great Saiyaman, and then maybe like Shroom and Salsa after October with the new promos.
I think that that's a fine choice. I think those are the two best decks out of this new set. As much as I would love to play white, I'm kind of in that same boat where it's like I don't play a ton. There's no local scene within 2 hours, 2.5 hours of me. So all of my events are online, and I'm sitting here playing and building decks for events that don't happen. It's just me and the boys at this point. So I should probably just one trick it, be Jason Scott, and be a heavily dedicated pan player essentially.
I mean, whatever works, right? I mean, depends on what your resources are, and I have the luxury for it because I'm generally very good at theory, so I don't have to play that much. That's why I know how my brother operates, and why when he plays at an event, I just go here, play this, and he
Yeah.
plays it and goes X2 or better.
That's the thing. Like I'm the type of player where not only do I have to read the cards a billion times, I have to play the matchups. I have to actually play to actually do well. So um as much as I love talking theory and whatnot, it's just not my forte. I have to really hone it in, dedicate some time, which sucks when you have a family because it's like I don't want to be a neglectful dad, but I also want to do well at these events when I'm spending money to travel to them.
Yeah, I mean, it's fair. It's different when your family actually is able to play, but
Yeah. Well, the littlest one's 11 now, and he's like, "Hey, I want to play." So I
oh,
actually
it's
built him.
time.
Yeah, it's Red U7 is what he's like. Can we play some Mass? He asked me last time. I'm like, we'll do it. How about we do it today? And we're gonna do it after this. So I'm actually looking forward to that.
Hell
He's
yeah.
like, you can't play Gamma. You have to play Green Bojack. All right, that's fine.
Hey, you gotta proxy the new promos and put them in, bro.
I'm
You gotta beat them
gonna
up.
have to. Yeah, I'm excited for that. What's the other promos that I'm waiting on to come out? Um, God, what else was it? There was one other deck that I'm like, those promos are broken.
Gogeta Yellow is finally gonna be good.
Yeah. God, what? That's gonna drive me nuts.
I don't even
Oh, King Piccolo.
remember.
King Piccolo.
Oh yeah, King
Yeah.
Piccolo is very good. My one of my
I'm
locals
uh
played it last week.
I'm not sure if it's going to be meta relevant, but it is one of my favorite like the red one was my favorite deck. Green was also very fun, even though it's not particularly great. My biggest regret is that I didn't take it to a regional when it was at its best opportunity to do so.
Yeah. No, I think it's gonna be really good now. I was telling my local Ben last week, because he brought it. We were talking theory about it, and honestly, with the two new cards, I think you just don't care. Like I told him, okay, we're gonna employ my aggro mentality. We are not paying more than one energy for shit. Take
And
these
no,
take these faded rivals out. We don't care about unisons. We're paying like one or nothing for all our plays, and we're
everything.
like running
Yep.
them down.
Solidarity. Sorry, no. If I'm playing an SCR, it's got to be like peace resolution, even though it's 2 energy play. Like it's got to do something crazy. Even then, I'd probably just play Pan or something.
Something like that. I mean, I think Adventure is
I think
more
it's
than
a great
fine.
call. I just don't want to pay money for it.
Oh, you don't have it? Yeah, yeah. That's
Yeah, I've
why
been
not?
offloading a bunch of stuff in general, but that's one that if I had it, I would keep it. I think I'll probably end up buying it at some point, though.
Jerry's flaming you in chat, bro.
Is he?
He's like, Jay got clapped, huh? I bet you lose.
I was 2-2, buddy. If you want the smoke, just know that I don't play this game, so go away. Jerry's just salty he didn't get asked to play, even though I'm going to tell you right now, Jerry, and this, don't you use this against me. I advocated for you when we were looking for a fill-in spot, so I said Jerry Dobbs, and they were like, too many DMG players. I'm like, yep, that's fair. They're like Klinger and Beer. That's two. That's too many. Okay, that's fair.
That's fair. Oh yeah, but now going back to white, like white, yeah, white is actually pretty good. But the thing is, Beerus, I think is gonna be the better leader out of them. One of my friends was telling me that as well, based on
I
his
was thinking
testing.
Belmod or
Um,
Beerus. I don't think Goku's that great, and the art sucks
Goku
on the
is
common.
very good. Goku is the most aggressive. And it has some crazy stuff it can do, but again, the problem is that White has released with no established like defense.
Yeah, it's
So
Protector of the People or Oceanus. It's just not
yeah,
good.
we're gonna have to wait until the color gets fleshed out a little bit more. Um, then it'll be really good. I do think all three decks are quite good. It's just again we didn't release all the floodgates, so it's not gonna be able to necessarily stand up. Now, Beerus is probably good enough that it can squeeze like tops and all that, but I wouldn't like pick it to win.
Yeah, I agree. I think it's people that are playing it should expect that you might do well, but you're not winning the event. I think there's just way too many tools for every other deck. But in the next coming sets, I think that white, if they give it a good floodgate, it could be pretty solid overall.
I'm just wondering how they're gonna balance white and black. I genuinely think that they should just switch their design model to how like Fusion World of One Piece does it. Just
1 liter each.
not even like One Piece doesn't even do one for each. Like just do 5-6 liters. Whatever. But you could do one of each color because One Piece consistently does multicolored liters, so that's a bit different. But yeah, like 1 liter for
True.
each. Like switch it completely. 1 liter for each color. Give them an engine, give some cards, and put legacy support in the set, and then just make TPs reprint cards.
I love it. I actually think that's a great idea. I would not be opposed to that whatsoever. I
So,
hope they do something similar to that.
because I believe that's what Fusion World does. I think their TPs are just reprints. So that would be really good because then you're not printing important cards in TPs that are not going to be like super widely available.
Exclusive. Yeah.
Because not everybody has big locals and all that stuff, and then you get, I don't mind them, but they should be reported. Those Canadian guys that always pop up like a couple weeks before with like playsets of the kits and the TPs.
Yeah, exactly.
I like access to the cards, but we shouldn't allow that. And having the legacy support in the set would just be better, make it more widely available, and then your TPs aren't like extremely important. You can spend time reprinting cards that need reprints, like the TBRs. Combo Attack got a reprint, but it's still like expensive because it's like a gold foil, and people like their shiny cards. It's like,
Of course, yeah. I mean, it's just a much more economically sound way of doing things. People can go after their gold cards with TP kits that will hold value. Those are reprints, and then you can create a lot of ability for accessibility in some of the other cards that are going to be staples that some people will probably feel priced out on, kind of like Power Wish.
yeah, and then you don't have to cut black from like every other set.
Exactly.
I'm so mad. Like the biggest loss this set is that black didn't get a concept rare. That's the biggest loss.
I didn't even realize that. That's crazy.
They could have like at least just made a black concept rare so that black would have one, but no. We're going back to EB where we didn't make a token negate for black, and then we waited until set 16 for black to have a token negate. And then we had to wait until
that makes sense.
set 24 for black to have a free counterplay, and now people complain about it anyway.
Yeah, I didn't think about that. That's hopefully next set.
We'll see. It took
There's an
it
opportunity
took
for course correct. They playing too far ahead though for them to really make like meaningful changes.
Yeah, I mean we've got distro info for what set 30 already. Like I saw Damien's like thumbnail or whatever. So they're normally 2 to 3 sets ahead. So
I think this is over. I'll just see. All right, I'm gonna bounce out of here, see what everyone's doing, and then yeah, again, appreciate you doing all this, and it's awesome. Appreciate
yes,
you.
sir. Thank you, buddy.
And then Jerry Dobbs, if you're still listening, love you. All right, later, buddy.
All right, bye, man. Well, there we have it, guys. I'll put the results up here real quick for my table. Event over, I guess. Table 4, we were 2-2 on our table. I'm assuming I ended up losing. I don't know if we won 6 of our rounds, but I guess I should wait to have confirmation that the event is actually over. Because again, if we won exactly 6 games out of the 8, then we're on a tie. Yeah, this has been really fun, man. Very enjoyable. All great people here. Very fun. I might have to skip out on commentating Slug Locals today. I don't know yet. My voice is a little gonna be a little bit tired of commenting. But Dreamer, Mr. Dreamer to burp. There'll be more card stuff today. I should have clarified yesterday. I said I wasn't going to stream, but forgot I was doing this at the time. I'm not gonna stream variety today. Today is a card game day. It's a timer. Oh, yeah, we're still in overtime. Wow, I missed the follow. I don't know if Mech077, thank you for the follow. Appreciate it. Yeah, you guys should well, I don't know if there's anybody else still playing, but you know, check out some of the other streams. See general chat. Fortnite 3000, Fortnite balls. Oh wait, yeah. I mean, I've said it a lot, but this is really fun, man. Hope that Europe pulls through on theirs on October when they're able to. I think the Australians were looking to do something like this as well. Would be really cool. And I hope we can repeat these. You know, maybe once or twice a year. That'll be really cool. I don't know if I end up playing on any of them. I definitely have the credentials to play in them, but I do like commentating. Man, I'm gonna have to build a good Gazette now thanks to Novin. Mother fricker. Just waiting for the last of the time to run out here. I would assume that we probably didn't win 6 of the rounds. Again, I think the Latin American guys made a really good call. Several of them looked like they brought, you know, Panzano, very fast, aggressive decks that our region probably wasn't very prepared for. So, it's pretty good. Please come to table 1. Do I go? I mean, I'm still streaming, but... Oh, no round. What do you mean no round? Oh, there we go. Now it worked. We've been called to table 1.
Yeah, everybody. Oh man.
Do we suck?
Well, I'm gonna say the score in a second. It was an interesting match. So
This was really fun.
give me a second. Let me get everybody out.
Hello, hello.
Yo, what's going on, Dragon Ballers?
Yo, what's going on, Dragon Ballers?
Yo,
What's going on, Dragon Ballers?
Yeah.
Dude, you make me
Every
sad
time.
every time I hear it.
Right?
All right.
These EU players are about to be insufferable because of our shit talk.
I know.
Yeah.
Yeah, y'all,
Oh, so
y'all
the
fucking.
Latin American guys are not here? What? Latin American are not here? What?
No, they're celebrating.
Well,
They should be. They should be popping champagne and
all
wiping our
right,
ass.
all right.
That was impressive. That was fun.
Yeah, it was a lot of fun.
That was fun.
That was a blast. I enjoyed that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I enjoyed it too. That was a lot of fun.
It's over, no?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Hi, guys.
Okay, I will be saying all that stuff right now. Okay. Well, I'm gonna say this. Yes, I could tell you the final score right now. The final score was NA 15, Latin America 17. So,
God damn.
so Latin America took it.
Nice.
First of all, thank you for Latin America. I know that the time thing, the time difference is I know the time difference is big time for everybody. I appreciate for last minute Latin America to show up, because EU has a tournament tomorrow, so I understand. So congratulations to everybody from Latin America for winning. This is not the first one. This is not the only one that we're gonna do. Hopefully in the future it'll be with different countries, and I'll mix and match.
Yeah.
Right now, it's just that I have the schedule of Latin America. I mean of NA, so I know when we can do it. So for the next one, I'm gonna see if I put Latin America to whoever wins from the next one. So whatever, we'll figure that out. We'll try to do it with more time so everybody could be here. Thank you for the streamers, first of all. Without you guys, nobody will see the games. A lot of people been hitting me up on the side saying thank you for streaming and all that stuff. So thank you. NA, thank you for last minute change ups being there and people, not being able because of other family obligations and all that. Same thing with one of the Latin America guys. Something happened in their family, and last minute we had to change them. So, but I appreciate this. This actually gives me a leeway of how to do future ones for this. Remember, I am a beginner. I'm trying to get it right. Anything that you saw that I could improve, feel free to message me on Discord, on anywhere that you know me on. For the Latin Americas, y'all guys got my WhatsApp, so y'all can do it on WhatsApp and things like that. So 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 besides that, anybody has anything that they want to say, you know all right, so
That was awesome.
besides that, I hope that you enjoyed it. It was 4 rounds of fun, and it was a pretty close matchup, as you see. Basically, one loss gave the win to the other one. I
Right.
thought personally that we were going to sudden death match, that each team was going to choose one for the final point because it was that close.
Yeah.
So,
Hey, Axel,
so
I
besides,
just want to
yeah,
say,
uh-huh.
so on behalf of the U.S. team, Latin America, thank you guys for showing up. I know it was tough because EU was scared and they didn't want to face us. No, I'm scared. I'm kidding. I'm kidding. I'm kidding. I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
Clip it.
Axel,
Post it.
Cancelled.
Scared of what?
Oh,
Axel,
just so you know,
thank you for putting this together.
Hey,
all
no,
the
just so
streamers in
you
here,
know.
who was streaming that one? Who's streaming that? All the streamers. In here.
All right.
My stream is
God.
still live.
I'm still
Hey,
live.
my stream is still
Hey,
live.
I'm just
So you know.
kidding. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. I can't talk. I can't talk. I went 1-3, so I can't talk. I can't talk. I went 1-3, but I'm just kidding. It's a joke. Axel, thank you for putting this together, though, man. I know it's tough. We appreciate you, man. Thank you. This is
I
awesome.
wanted to chime in and say the same thing. You did a great job organizing this. This was a lot of fun.
Okay.
Yeah, this is awesome.
All right, now I can tell you who had the most points, and that was Raul Andro. He had the most points.
Yeah.
He won all 4 rounds.
Felicidades.
Then,
Felicidades.
then and I'm going in the rankings as the app tells me of how the wins went. So Carl went second place. Cling Sauce got third. Little Cleaters got fourth. Then it goes Jerson, Good Guy, Vincent, John Sete, Jay, Chris, Ivo, Novocaine, Brial, Mac, Alex, and then King Cangrejo got last. But that's just understandings because of the pairing. So, but everybody did good. Everybody did good. Huh?
We have the best and the worst is standing or not?
No, you didn't win a single game, bro.
Technically, yeah.
Hey, you're the best. You're the best. We're going backwards. Yeah, you went X4. Yeah, you went next door.
World in Latin America. World in Latin America. Por favor. Next week.
But thank you. I appreciate it. Now I got to get ready for what I got. What I got 4 hour break, 4 hours and a half break, so I can stream my locals. So if y'all want to play again, I run a locals in a Discord that y'all could play. That's if y'all want to, but I doubt it. But
Excuse me,
besides that,
excuse me. On behalf of the Latin American team, we got to say, Sepe, you are the worst Red Vegeta player in the world.
I can confirm that.
So if it wasn't clear,
but yeah.
Sepe, you are the worst Red Vegeta player in the world.
Di la verdad que por la culpa tuya perdí el mundial, culiado.
And because of my fault, this guy Gerson lost the world championship, so he's very mad at me. So
it's okay.
Tarpini cheaters. Tarpini cheaters. Tarpini cheaters.
But yeah,
Fashminder.
All I gotta say is I have no words. I'm happy how it turned out. So the streamers, I think there's some here still. They did a great job making sure that you guys were there. The few things that I was called for to fix. Thank you for helping me out. And I know there's judges in here. So if you guys always see something, just let me know. I could try to fix things like that. But besides that, I appreciate it. I have no words on how this end up. So, oh, by the way, there he goes. That's the last streamer that I was missing, Chris.
Ooh.
He hasn't said a word the whole time. He's from Australia. If I'm
Thanks for streaming, Homosiana. Thanks, Chris.
Yeah, thanks to the streamers. I know, like we
yeah, thank you all, streamers,
talking about this.
Thank you all.
Our locals chat has been talking about this. People are enjoying getting to watch all the games all day. This was an awesome format.
It was awesome.
All right. Well, one thing.
It was dope.
Great ideas.
So much fun.
I enjoyed it. Chris, if it wasn't for you jumping in and helping translate round one, it would have been significantly harder. So not only did he stream, he jumped in and kind of mediated some of the language barrier. Great guy, great streamer. Kudos to him. Like, subscribe, share, all that. So appreciate you.
Oh yeah. I didn't know half of these streamers existed. I'm gonna go like and subscribe to all of them right now.
There we go.
Hey, I put their links. I put their links. Or if you go on Facebook, I put everybody that was streaming their links every single round with the scores. So you could go over there, you can look at it, follow everybody. I don't know half of the streamers. I'm gonna be honest with you. I just asked for streamers. They say I put my hand up. I'll stream. I don't mind. For the next one, hopefully we have a more get together on the streamer side, like everybody having the same layout. That way it's uniform with everybody. Right now it was a thing that I just threw, and it was just like, let me try to get this done and see what I can do better. Otero, he said he will help me out. He's from Spain. He's a streamer from Spain over there and from Europe. So he was one of the first ones that says I'm down. So I thank him. The flyer was his art, not mine. I just robbed it from him. So, I'm Spanish, so we steal a lot.
That was awesome. Otero,
so besides,
I was kidding. Otero, I was kidding about the EU joke. I was kidding. It was a joke.
No problem for me.
We're taking you.
If
We're taking you out of context, man.
If
nobody's
anybody has anything, to say before we say kumbaya to everybody, go ahead. This is your time.
Yeah, guys, thank you for your time. To all the North American players, we as a team, we really appreciate it. Without us, this couldn't be happening. So it's amazing. It's amazing seeing the world playing. So thank you all.
Muchas gracias. Felicidades.
By the way, I'm kind of rigging the October one already. I'm might have the two of the three United States World Champion playing in it. So it's maybe gonna be rigged against you. So we'll
Good.
see. Hopefully everybody follows suit. Everybody follows
Dude,
suit. I already got one
he's talking
confirmed.
shit after we just lost.
Not talking
No,
shit.
You gotta
It's just that-
go
we
through
were
and
on
replace
time.
him.
No,
Gotta
no, no.
replace him.
It's, no. It's not like that. So the way I'm seeing this,
Next one, we can
hey, hey, the way I'm seeing this is that NA, a lot of people from the top, that because they wanted the best, they couldn't play. So I went and looked for other people, and people wanted to play. So that's it. I get it. EU wants their best to play, and that's what they told me. They wanted to play their best against our best. I don't care. I want people to play. This is for the community, not for just the top dogs. But against them, I may rig it or not. I may just go nothing but people at the top. So. But besides that, I liked it. I mean, I liked how I talked to Axel, and he said, "Hey, I'm down. Give me a second." He went ahead, he got 10 people, not 8. He got 10 people in less time than EU got 8, and they played. So I'm happy. We had our 8. Things happened. We had to change them around. So, but there you goes, El Tocayo.
No,
Yeah, but thank you. But thank you, though. But thank you. I already.
when you told me
Huh?
that we're going to face NA, I was down. I talked to the judge in Chile that knows every player there, and we formed the team in 3-4 days. We got everything right. Even we got the guys that help us, like Josete and Raul, that they came because some of the players that we are going to use, they couldn't make it. They had things in their jobs and their families, so they couldn't be. But in the next time, we're going to try to be more people and try to game this game that
It
we all
was
love.
for you guys. It
To
was a short turnaround, so I understand.
yeah,
Like you had less
we
time
got
than
two
anybody, so I
weeks,
get it.
2 weeks,
Yeah.
and that's it. But
See, for
we did good. I think
oh
we
yeah,
did good, and we can be playing more tournaments like this.
oh
To
yeah. No,
make
I
Bandai know
definitely
that
gonna
we
make more.
play. Even
Yeah.
though to let Bandai know we play and to bring the
Yeah.
online regionals for us again.
Yeah. I wish
That's crazy.
I wish they can listen to you guys because I know Latin America they don't get no more online. EU
That's
gets a
crazy.
little. The ones that get the most online right now is NA, and that is on the schedule, and you can look. Uh,
And what's weird is we
but
want more
besides
in
that,
persons. We want less.
yeah,
We want
yeah.
more in persons.
So yeah, the thing is we want more in
People who
person
want the more in persons get more online.
because for us it makes it easier to travel between states and all that. For
Yeah.
them, it's different. They have to go from country to country, so it makes it a little bit harder for them. Yeah, it's same
That's
thing with
wild.
EU. EU is the same thing. They got to go from country to country, and there's permissions and all that. So I get all this stuff. I mean, I understand logistics. That's what I did in the military. So besides that, I mean, I appreciate you guys. I don't know how much I could say. I will put my final post on Facebook with all the streamers and all that stuff, so they can go ahead and rewatch your streams and anything. You may get followers, and I appreciate it for your help for everybody. And no matter what, NA still wins in my heart.
I think this for the thing, the first
You might
time
want to get your heart checked out, bro.
Oh well. I already got 2 parts that they took out. They took my gallbladder. They took my appendix. They can take my heart already. It don't matter.
for being the first time, I think I went quite well.
This one, yeah.
I just want to say thanks you all
Yeah.
for this opportunity. It was very fun. And also I invite you to October. We are also playing the regional on Brazil. If someone want to travel there, so we can also play. And if you go, I will invite the beer, so we can meet there.
Great time.
All
Thank you
right.
for everything.
All right.
See
Well,
you around.
thank you for everybody. I'll see
everything.
you in the next one.
Thank you, everybody.
So thank you for everything.
Thank you.
Thanks.
It was fun.
Peace
Thank
out.
you.
Thank
No,
you.
Enjoy your day,
touch me
everyone.
No more
Thank you.
finger.
All right, well, that is it for the event. Thank you everybody so much for coming by and watching. I will get the VOD uploaded to YouTube for sure, so that it's there always. Again, thank you so much everybody for coming by and hanging out with me at my table today, and hopefully we can catch you guys at the next World event, I guess, NA versus whatever. So you guys all take care and have a good rest of your day, alright?